if you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. And all the people in the goddamn looking in the window, why your ass ain't doing shit out there but looking in the window? Can you hit the what? Hit the who? Hit the what? What? Can you like me? What? Can you like me up? Up? Can you like me up? Yes. Hey, Angel. Hey, okay. So I can get that chat call out the way. Sonya Davis, Angel. Stilettos for me. Yeah, I turn you back blue, stilettos. So please, y'all, don't take offense if y'all come in here and y'all aren't black blue yet. As I catch y'all and I realize y'all aren't blue, I'll turn you back blue, right? The ones that's supposed to be blue and the ones that want to be blue, I will turn you back blue. Let me say that. So please, honey, I was stressing out. The little Mac told me he wasn't blue. Baby, I was over there, on the panel trying to hunt that, to go in and turn Little Mac blue while I wasn't live. I wasn't playing that. So, baby, I believe in that customer service. Let me go out here and check these like buttons for I say too much. They get this some free goddamn information. Well, I don't want to call it information. I would say they get this free commentary, right? Because commentary can consist of anything. It consists of a bunch of bullshit, information, some educational, legal shit, shits and giggles, all kinds of stuff. So I say free commentary. Before I do that, I'm going to go and check and see what them buttons look like. That like button. Unless y'all want to tell me. Yeah, y'all gonna have that. If the people that blue are the people, if the blue people are the people that's blue, if y'all want to be blue, somebody can help me out. Can y'all please give me the scores on the damn likes? You have to like me up, honey. If we got some serious stuff to talk about, I don't want to take all night to do it because people got to go to work. So please go ahead and like me up. Who's supposed to be blue? Who's not blue? Let me know that too while I'm in here. So y'all have to like me up. Well, I say too much. Don't hold us up all night. You just taking your ass over there and hitting the like button. How hard is that? I'm going to need at least 3 more. Because we got some interesting takes on things. In this little hour of recap. God damn, how hard it is. Just hit the damn button. What's good with it, Leslie Jennings? What's good with it? I'm telling you, honey, you give Willie Jones a run for his money, baby, with your goddamn blue people job. God damn, girl, you be on it. You be telling them. You be greeting people. You be reminding them of this is a neutral channel. It's all opinions are respected. You be trying to tell people to like us up and all that. You must be white. You must be a white person. Oh my goodness, honey. Yes. Yes, honey. You be doing, baby, you be doing all of this. I be like, baby, Leslie Jennings must be white. She must be a white person. All right, I got it. Oh, Lord. That's funny. Woo. Child, I'm glad to see y'all back. Glad to have y'all back in the number. So Listen, let me see. What was the first thing on the topics tonight? So we got to. I want to expound on this. What is a government informant? Now, I went there on my board to explain it today. I'm just going to take the laser road out, and I am going to do what? Read it. I'm going to post it up, and I'm going to read it. Because I felt like it needed to be read and discussed a little bit, I can expound upon it. And this is really since Jbo put that thing in about the emails, that motion she put in about the emails and all that stuff. And I want to give y'all some more information. I kind of said this a few times since I've had this channel, but I want to kind of break it out a little bit more and break it down. A lot of people, said they understood it a lot better by me putting it like this. So, and this is in regards to government informants. Okay? Who they are, how it functions, and how it would relate to this case. Now, we all know when they talk about government informants, they throw around a few names, right? But this name I'm talking about, Larry, who's actually technically not a government informant. He wasn't a government informant in this case, all right, with regards to R. Kelly. I'm not talking about his own case, right? I'm not talking about his own case. I'm talking about in this case. There were situations around it, even in his case, which kind of put potential government informants against each other, right? And I'll explain some of that too. So this is what I wrote earlier. It says 4 hours earlier. I said, since Jbo put that Tasha K thing in motion via a filing, I'm going to weigh in. Let's address this nonsense about Larry and his role in this case. I'm only giving my legal perspective on the involvement of Larry with regards to this case. And I'm talking about the case of R. Kelly and his subsequent cases. Larry was never a government informant. I'm talking about for the case of dealing with R. Kelly. Government informants are on paperwork with the government. And I said that I wasn't minding my own business. So I went and checked in Larry's case myself. I wasn't minding my own business. I wasn't taking Larry's side of it. I wasn't taking no one else's side of it. I went and looked for myself. I did a live and gave a complete timeline of the movement and the investigation in Larry's case, right? And we all know his involvement in the case. He said it himself. I'm not on the and around the front, so I'm on the back, so I can't see any of y'all. We all know his involvement on the case. He said it several times. He said that he was sending information to the prosecutors. You do know that he is anti-R. Kelly. He is the leader of OCO. Was a part of the Team Truth, situation, right? So, that is, I don't understand. I've even seen somebody say that, he was against R. Kelly. Okay. That's common knowledge, but okay. I continue by saying they are referred to in court as government informant. He would have been referred to as a government informant when Larry appeared at his own hearing. Just say you go along with the narrative that Larry flipped ass. Do you know that whenever someone supplies evidence to the authority, such as Az did, that evidence is investigated for truthfulness. And if that evidence is proven to be, to be the truth, hold on, let me listen. See, this is why your ass need to what? know how to spell, and proofread, which clearly I don't all the time, but I know what the hell I need to put a word in there, and I'm just not going to leave it, right? So check this out. Okay, so if that evidence is something else, evidence to the hold on. I'm going to change that real quick. I'm in authorities such as did, that evidence is investigated for truthfulness. And if that evidence is proven to be the truth, the authorities will most often present that evidence at trial. In other words, if as's evidence wasn't relevant, reliable, and relatable, then it wouldn't have been offered in court. If Larry had anything to do with the development of that evidence, Larry as would have been in court as a part of the chain of custody. Chain of custody is the vetting process for evidence, and people can be a part of that vetting process. Larry should have been in that vetting process if he was a factor before, during, or after this case or any case. Let me put this here. No, that's right. All right, so here's a question to ask yourself. Since neither Larry's name or any reference to a government informant, presumably Larry, was ever mentioned before or during the trial, then why is Larry's name or any reference to a government informant being mentioned after the trial? It doesn't make sense that Larry would be such a factor after the trial has ended to make a difference in a trial that has ended. So what I am saying is this. Larry's case, as far as his personal case, the case he was involved in, and I'm going to add some more to this, right? I'm going to add this part that I'm going to give y'all now. Larry's case, as far as the case he's his personal case, right? One of the reasons why he ended up being a person, who beat someone else to it from snitching on him is because just that person was snitching on him. And he got the deal first, right? That's common procedure. That's in his case. He got a 5K letter in his case, not this case, not anything dealing with R. Kelly. So that's a misconception. He got a 5K letter with regards to his personal case, not his case dealing with R. Kelly. That's number one. Okay. Number two, the way Larry's name is being, especially after this case in New York, I have no idea how this works. I don't know what's the mindset or what people are thinking about, but this is almost, I don't know. I would thought this would be common sense. I didn't think no one would need to do a breakdown on this, right? So the New York case is over. We're in the post-conviction motion stage, post-conviction phase. Let me say that. And all of a sudden, and not all of a sudden, it's been continual all along, but it's a spike. After this case is over, now everybody's like Larry and call the people, tell them about Larry, and Larry did this and send this and know about Larry. Does anybody realize that this trial part of this case is over? And just say any nonsense about Larry would be relevant to this case. This nonsense about Larry was known during the trial part. We all know that the appellate, in the appellate phase of it, they don't deal with new evidence that was already known while the trial was going. That would be anything about Larry. It has to be new evidence that they would normally send it back down and order a new trial, right? So it's like a waste of emotions and actions, and I don't know what else to say. It's almost crazy. And like I say, if Larry was a factor in the New York trial, his ass would have been there. He would have been in the paperwork. We read motions, we read the transcripts, we read everything. And he wasn't mentioned. You know what else also wasn't mentioned? Anything about who flipped ass. That's also wasn't mentioned. Because it doesn't have any bearings on a case. I'm going to tell you when the case starts. When they get whoever coming in to talk to them, that's when it starts. I'm talking about, well, not the case, but that's when the evidence for that particular, for whatever particular issue starts. Whatever part of the case for that evidence starts there when someone comes in, or when the investigator uncovers something. All right, or when something gets sent to an investigator. It starts there. They investigate whatever they get for truthfulness, right? For facts, to see if it fits, to see if it's relevant, reliable, relatable, see if they can use it. See if it's also exculpatory to the defendant. Does it help them? Still got turned over. And ain't none of that stuff. Did you see the name Larry or a government informant? I don't remember ever hearing those words, because I guarantee you, if anybody would have read that stuff that said government informant or Larry, honey, they would have turned this motherfucker out. Honey, they would have burnt this bitch down to the ground. Okay? Understand that. That's because it's just not the case. And you got to think, if someone comes in, I don't care how they got there, whether somebody talked them into going or whatever, if they come in those doors and they have evidence that prove to be useful to the prosecution, then you can complete that sentence. I mean, Larry isn't in any of the evidence either. If anybody understand what I'm saying, who's in the evidence are the people involved in the evidence. And I'm not saying, and I'm telling you, this is all legal. This is not personal. This is all legal. Okay, I'm telling you, in his own case, yeah, it's fair deal to call him a snitch. Yeah, in his own case. Yeah. But you're calling somebody a government informant in this case, that's just certainly just not the truth. And here's the thing. Everybody, I'm not going to say everybody, because not me, but a lot of people have sent shit in to the prosecutors and to the defense attorneys. Well, if that's the case, that's the same thing Larry did. And if he's a snitch and a government informant, and so are you. It's not selective. If you on the phone supplying anybody with some information, and here's the thing, right? If it's the defense, if you're on the phone with the defense and whatever, hell, you a damn snitch. If you're on the phone with the government, you're a damn snitch, and depending on who you ask, you're a damn government informant. Depending on who you ask. It's another black man snitching on another black man, and you're calling in on a black man and another black man. One black man is another black man. It's not a black and a white man, it's two black men. So I don't understand. All this shit is selective. And I don't do hypocrisy. It is what it is. And at this point, it's nonsense. And when Jbo puts in, and she got the swing and bang for a client, I get that, puts in some stuff that clearly she hasn't vetted herself. Because there is nothing that she has. And I'm going to tell you, I'll get to it. There's nothing that she has that says that the government told a government informant to supply some email shit to a government witness. I mean, that's just, And then you have McDavid's attorney who puts in a letter. It's a scathing kind of report on her, saying that in his case, the motion that applies to his client, which is that a motion to adjourn and whatever else she put in. He said that it had no merit. He even called her a liar or said she was lying. Reckless. All that type of stuff. And I swing and bang for Jbo. I'm going to tell you how it is. I mean, he said it was imprudent. Imprudent means careless. So he called her mendacious. That means you're lying. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what is so hard about this. This is like common sense. I know people like a lot of people get stuck in their head or whatever, and they feel like it is what it is. But you got to, and if you just want to know the truth, and this is the truth of the matter. If somebody snitched on you, you do know you saying that somebody is guilty. So again, you might need to come on with the words. And you do know that this one, that's only just one person in the case. It's like, it is crazy. And I told y'all, the reason why I don't like the label of government informants. Government informants lives are often, well, the government always looks at it that their lives, not as often, their lives are in danger. Period. Whether their lives are actually in danger or not, just by the various nature of the job, the stigma, the label. Those people are in danger. There have been people, the authorities have lost informants just by simple exposure. There's a couple people that have lost their lives where people thought that they were informants. It's fact. There's some people that are informants, that were informants, and had to have the same level of obscurity after being an informant, where they had to have new identification and stuff like that. All of that. Now, I'll tell you one day I know. So it is really, really crazy. It is really, really goddamn crazy. So I just, I mean, that's just my shit with it. I won't be telling you nothing that I didn't know for sure. I wasn't taking nobody's word. You know, I went and looked for my damn self. That's how I came up with all them dates. I don't know if I remember those live. It's a long time ago. And I gave you dates about the movement in Larry's personal case. I was looking for the informant shit too. Because a lot of people spoke on that as if they knew for sure. And you didn't know for sure. You just knew. You just thought you knew. But that ain't the case. So, but it's a waste of time to think that if a person that wasn't a factor, that didn't make a difference, that wasn't even mentioned in a case that has already concluded, that somehow would make a difference, be a factor, change things, change the verdict, reverse shit, remove all that evidence that they uncovered, erase all those people that took the stand, all that shit that they said was inextricably intertwined, evidence to back up other evidence, people pointing the finger at the man sitting over there at the defendant's table, all that other bullshit. You think one man, one little something can be found in the email or whatever the handling was, and just say how somehow Larry's connected to the emails. Just say that. If you think he can overcome all that extra shit in that trial to reverse what has already happened, you are completely insane. And I say that with all the love in the world, with all due respect. You are completely insane and must be on that shit. You too must be a junkie. You too must be a junkie. You know me. Or maybe you don't. But one thing about it, I'm not going to sit up here and take nobody's word for it and whatever. If I got the power and whatever, I'm going to go find it myself. I don't listen to your ass. So ain't no high hopes on a Larry reversal of this shit. Because that's what you hang your high hopes on. You better wait for the next best thing. Because that ain't going to work. And I don't believe in giving nobody. That's why I like to give you the truth. I don't give a damn what side it's on or whatever, because I ain't with the ones with the high hopes and stringing a motherfucker along and, oh, let me tell you this here. Let me give read your fortune and oh, that's not me. I'm going to tell you how it is. I don't give a fuck if it hits you in your face, your heart, your ass, your feet, your knees, your lungs, and take your ass out. I don't give a shit. Because I don't like to fuck around and I like to move on to the next shit. But this is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. And just say, if Larry was a factor, you're talking about one person. You got 5 other ones. What about that? Will it just say we do the half thing, right? It just say the RICO is the one where I think that's 10 years, 20 years. I don't know what it is. That only removes what? Half of the charges up under there and half of the man acts or whatever. Just like cutting it in half. There's still a conviction on the floor for the rest of the bullshit. So I just don't, especially, I'm okay with, I mean, I don't understand it, but I'm okay with the little, okay, well, Larry did whatever. I get that. I get that, right? I get that. But all that energy after the fact and then sending the letters and do this here and go this here and do these calls and all. That's crazy. What is it going to change? That's all I'm trying to get you to see. I'm going to tell you, not shit. Because just say, for instance, just say they find it to be relevant, relatable, and reliable. Just say, yeah. And I'm circumventing the whole legal process because it's not going to work this way. But I'm going to tell you, just I'll play into what you think would happen. Just say they find all this here relevant, relatable, reliable, whatever. Will that be enough to overcome a conviction? Because that's going to be the answer. Will his involvement overcome that conviction? Now that's an answer for yours that you got to ask yourself. Because guess what they're going to still see? They're going to still see the same evidence. And guess who they're not going to see in the evidence? Larry. If you see his little head popped in there in one of them pictures and shit, then maybe you got something. If you see them badass feet or something like that, one of them badass big toes or something in there, then maybe you got something. If you hear somebody shaking the cup of ice, the fucking cup full of ice and shit and all of that right there, or you hear somebody in there talking yo, 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 maybe you got something. But if you ain't seeing that or hearing that, I don't know what to tell you. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to tell you. You see Larry standing up, holding a Chicago Bulls shirt and up in Colorado room and shit. Well, maybe you got some. If you ain't got that shit going, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. It's a mute point. And I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Larry gonna kill me. He was talking about yo, then maybe. Like, wait a minute, roll that back, roll that tape back. I hear yo. I got tickled. Oh, damn. Oh shit. Who need to be careful? Don't. Oh, child. Yo. You hear that on the tape? I'm like, wait a minute. The hell? Then maybe, that's the problem. Y'all, that's the problem. The problem in this case, and it has always been from day one, is that fucking evidence. That has always been the problem. Now, if you can come up with a solution on how it got there, how it was originated, then hey, when y'all see Jbo start talking about that shit right there, then I'll be like, oh, okay. But right now, she is going the technical route. She's doing the violations and all that shit. She is doing her job. She is doing her job. She's doing more than her job. Shit. Honey, so I don't know what the next thing on there. Oh, next thing on the list is Jbo'S Twitter. Lord have mercy. So I shared something from my co-worker by the name of Jbo'S, the son of a gun. Yeah, Jbo, you can have that. You can put that on your shirt. The son of a gun. Put that on your shirt. Jbo'S is selling son of a gun shirts and hats and shit, whatever price T baby sets. Start lecturing me and assuming my moves are about emotion as opposed to strategy. Yeah, I'm just going to do my job in silence. So now y'all fucking us up. I don't even know how to keep up with all this stuff on the Twitter and the thread and all that type of shit, whatever. I don't know how to keep up with all of that. I saw it on Jbo'S and it was funny, I was surprised that I found it on my own, on hers. I thought that was telling, right? Like, they done struck again. Like, listen. This lady has the records. She knows, she has whatever, all the stuff. She have everything about the case. She's developing the strategy. She's developing this, that, and the third, right? You can't tell her what she should be doing and what she shouldn't be doing. You can ask her, what about this? What about that? But you can't tell somebody what to do. Because one, you don't have shit to say you qualified. You can read all the law books. You can do all that bullshit. But I take that back. Because there's a couple states where you don't have to go to law school, but you have to read all them law books, and you have to intern in the side of a law firm, or wherever the state says that you have to get your intern on or whatever, in order to become a lawyer. But definitely, if you haven't done that and you have not been to school, just merely working around some law shit and clerks and all that stuff, that ain't gonna cut it. Your ass have to have that paperwork to be able to sit up there and tell somebody that have that paperwork, that have not only that paperwork, but specializes in this shit like this. That's the only way you can even have a conversation. And when you in that conversation, it's not as a advisory. No. It's just to bounce ideas back and forth. I don't know. I would have loved to see who the hell said something to her. And what was it? Are you insane? I know I was just, oh gosh, I was just, that's crazy. That is crazy. Like, what are you talking about? Ain't tell that lady that shit. She don't know you. You don't know her. She is an appellate, specialized in appellate issues. Hey, come on now. Let me see. What is the next on the agenda? Oh, I skipped over Judge Ann. God darn it. All right. So, shouts out to Sylvia, right? Because before I was, getting ready for this live, whatever, I wasn't minding my own business. And I was sitting up there listening to Sylvia, right? So she is a person that caught that and Donnelly entry, right, from today. I don't see anybody else went live to break it down, whatever. And I went live and talk about it. spoke about it as soon as I could, as soon as I got it up and see what it was. And I was like, oh, I had to get a little prep work on. I had to find out what the hell she was, like, what the hell? So, anyway, so shouts out to her. She is a person that went and tackled it. And I like what she said about it. When I just to sum it up, where's the damn phone? I'm reading it off the phone. But just to sum up, she expound upon question one in that area, right? And the question one, it's on my community wall, right? But this is just to me, right? To me, this is just my opinion. I think she's already made her mind up about the new trial. I think she's already made her mind up about all the other acquittal issues on the, her motion to acquit it. But it seems like Judge Donnelly wants a little more clarity, or she wants them to argue a little bit more on the issues that she just posted yesterday. Well, now it'll be yesterday. And so to me, she's not decided on those issues. That's what it gives. That's what it gives. But I think she's decided upon those issues, but she wants them to argue a little more so she can kind of cover herself just in case it comes down the line, right? Because, like I said, in her argument, in what Judge Donnelly asked, it seems like she gave the answer. She gave them the answer, but she just wants them to elaborate on their earlier points. But here's the answer. She focused them, she kind of directed them to the answer. So I think that with the next filing with regards to this, that she's allowing, when did she say? By May 24th, I think that this issue will be wrapped up. I don't think she has any more concerns out there, because if so, she did. She would have put them out either by now or along with this. That's what it tells me, that she's already decided on the new trial, motion for new trial, as well as all the other issues in the motion for acquittal, except these two areas. And so with the part one of this two-part question, when I saw the text messages, I really just went over the text messages part, right? The not go over them. I had to go over when Levi came up there, but I went there to see, what was her issue with regards to that. Also in here, she talked about the New York Public Health Law. And then this all relates to that Mann Act. And in Mann Act, some of the elements were the coercion, enticement, persuasion, and whatever the other thing was. So the issue here under one is the sufficiency. And as she says, Rule 29 only authorizes motions challenging the sufficiency of the evidence presented at trial. So what she was saying, that and when it came to the text messages that Jbo offered up, as well as the whatever the New York Section 2307 of New York Public Health Law, those items weren't offered up as in trial. So therefore, how could it be tested, for sufficiency? How? That's what she's saying. That's the actual answer. so and I think that because of that reason, I think that it would be that area, that concern in Jbo'S a motion for acquittal will most likely be denied as well. And then the second part of it, where it says, are any of the defendant's arguments about section 120290 of the California Health and Safety Code untimely because he did not assert them before trial? And if so, did the defendant waive these claims before because he did not raise them at the appropriate time? Meaning, he did not challenge this before trial or made minimum effort to challenge them. So you can't come back now because that looks like you waived your rights. You waived the claims, rather. So that again, I think it's going to be denied. So, and that's what I want to say about that. Let me go through and holler at some old people that is coming in the building or came in the building. Well, we get to this Kevin Samuel shit. This is crazy. JoJo and I had a good talk about this stuff earlier. So where was I? I got Lisa Leslie Jennings. Hey, Shoute. McDoing. Now he jogged. The team kills one thing we know, and we know most, if not all. We know that the dirty players, Avenatti, Mr. Clare, and Larry, are dirty. LOL. We know the truth all day. Okay. See, but what's good with it, cuzzo? What's good with it? Hey, JoJo the Lion. JoJo the Lion. Okay. You know I call you the Lion. Hey, stilettos for me. Low end, what's good with it? You think you might be in the Chicago case? Well, here's the thing. He's not listed as an informant in any case. And the Chicago case don't have anything to do with Jane Doe number 5. Unless she, unless the people, the prosecutors at Chicago crop up a whole set of uncharged acts or some witnesses that's going to take the stand to speak to a pattern of behavior. So how is Larry going to be involved in any of that in Chicago? Because he did not have direct evidence linking to R. Kelly. Larry didn't have direct evidence in either case linking to R. Kelly. So I don't know how he would show up in the Chicago case or any case. At most, if he gets on the phone, like he stated, he's talked to, alleged victims, and that was, alleged victims of R. Kelly, and encouraged them to go to the prosecutors. It picks up when that person gets on the phone with that prosecutor and, and talks or submit what they have as evidence, just like you saw somebody, one of the uncharged acts, submitted a signed autograph or whatever, whatever little article or whatever showing a connection between them and R. Kelly. See, that's what it is. You got to talk about chain of custody. You got to show a connection between Larry and R. Kelly. And I'm talking about in the flow of evidence. What would be the evidence? I don't know. Queen Diva, what's good with it, Queen Diva? Jbo'S get done. What you mean Larry did it? Fuck you mean? Boy, go do whatever it is you do. I don't know what you be on from day to day. I really don't. What's good with it? The hell, what's good with it? I personally think the accountant business partner has files of his own, and what stuck out was him basically saying, "Did you even speak to your client like they knew? No, Mr. Kelly, not playing like that." Oh, okay. It's Larry bragged about flipping her and everything else he did. Right, he did. But you do understand when I say what a flip is or a snitch is, or if somebody told somebody to go tell somebody and that stuff happened to be vetted and used and now you have a conviction. Somebody said that they snitched and it resulted in somebody's conviction. They usually don't mean that the person that was convicted was either was innocent or didn't have anything to do with the crime, unless he was framed. Now, if you're saying he was framed, then you got another argument. But I don't want to hear nothing about no setup, because that means he's guilty too. Talk to me about being framed. Let me see. Who else? Am I finally calling Larry a liar? Call him a liar about what? No, I just stated what it was. Shager, sorry, he was a big factor in the case, and everybody's turning a blind eye to it. He was a big factor in the case. How? Because I just went down that. Larry was a part of the dirty puzzle, right? And there was I don't know. I do not have selective memory. I never said Larry ain't said what he said. And I don't think I have to repeat it because Larry went live and said it himself. I heard it. You heard it. Everybody heard it. What I'm saying is what he said and the impact it had on the case. That's all I'm saying. I can't operate with them blocks in the head. I can't do that. I ain't said nothing about, we ain't say none of that shit. I ain't said none of that. I said, in fact, he said it. And he told you he said what he said and then what he was doing. He said it. I don't get it. Hey, stilettos. Karen J. Oh, Karen J. Oh, let me just highlight Karen J. So, Karen J, let me thank you again. And J. And you talk about wanting to change the sentencing date. Yeah, she did. I went over that on my on that live I did earlier. It came in. She's trying to get it pushed back a week or even a few days. She said she'll take anything she can get. um, she blamed this on not being able to get, I think, is it the mitigation report? Yeah, the mitigation report back in time. So that's what I think, that's what she was blaming on, the mitigation expert. But Karen, hey, I on my board, I don't know if you saw where I thank you because I put it on top of that article. But let me tell you something. I get a lot of articles and different things from Karen. Also, she has always been a major contributor. I'm talking about financially as well as participation wise. So I want to always make sure I don't know why I haven't done this in a minute, but and I want to make sure that I thank you always for everything you've done and everything you do and still do. I just want to make sure I highlight you and recognize you for that. I sure do appreciate it, lady. Hey, Sunflower Casey. She said, go ahead and prepare for new trial or dismissal. Okay. All right. You disagree? Okay. What's good with it, Parker Gang? What's good with it? Yes, you always with the same tag, baby. What's good with it? Larry played a heavy role in takedown. Let's not be oblivious to his role. I'm not being oblivious. I'm just telling you, his role was. And when you say something takedown, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Did he plant the evidence on R. Kelly? Was it planted? Did he frame him? Or did he set him up? I even take setup in this equation. Did he plant it, frame him, set it up? Tell me which one it is. Hey, Chi-Town OG. Hey, stop lying. Yeah, so you got to tell me. Now, y'all got to tell me. Y'all, because this is when you come to complete thoughts. I'm going to need you to complete your thought. I don't need just the assertion. I need the answer. It's not okay with me. You just yell it out. I'm going to need the answer. What's the answer? Did he plant it? Did he frame him? Or did he set him up? Because you got to think that is more than one person, that meaning Larry, that says R. Kelly did something. Now, I don't know if he did it or not. I don't give a shit. That's not my, thing. I'm just saying, if you look at the evidence, I would have to say that he did something. That's all I'm going by. That's all we can go by. But you want to get into the mechanics of it, we could do that. You're going to have to tell me, because it's the chain of evidence, it's a chain of custody thing with it. You're going to have to tell me who was standing at the end of the evidence and how he get there. How did he get there? You got to be real. And I'm going to tell you, your leader for this R. Kelly shit, if you team Kels, your leader is those people who put in to appear for R. Kelly. And that's Jbo. And a little Jbo'S that work for him. That's who it is. Right now, you have his co-defendant, looks like he's threatening to throw R. Kelly under the bus. So, we can have that real conversation. I have no problem with it. I'm going to still look at it the same either way. I said a long time ago, I said in the first beginning, everything was going to be pro-prosecutor. Probably everything we talk about is going to be pro-prosecutor because they're the one that brought the case. They're the one who have the evidence. Everything comes out is going to be pro-prosecution, anti-R. Kelly. That's exactly how it goes. As the case goes in, we're going to look at the defense. Shit going to start ticking up for the defense. Shit's going to be pro-R. Kelly, anti-prosecutor. And that's how I play it. That's how I got it. Whatever comes up, that's how, I do it. So I just want to know, because we're dealing with this issue tonight. Which is it? Did Larry tamper with a government informant? How do you tamper with a government informant? How do you tamper with one? If you're saying okay, tamper, I'm going to help you out with that. In this situation, tampering that I can think of right off the top of my head is, did he tell her to lie? Did he tell her to lie? Okay, South Line came right up on time. He said he got people to lie. So no, he didn't take him down, but he had a hand in it with all those dudes. Right, okay. He put the nail in the coffin after all the other snakes set Kells up. Okay, and that nail in the coffin would be to flip ass. But I don't know if anybody was in here at the beginning when I was explaining. When you flip, aka snitch, or go tell, or whatever it is, what you want to do, and if whatever that person comes in and says and supply, because remember, she did not only go down there and talk to the people, she supplied some shit. So when you say he put the nail in the coffin at Kells, he tampered. Well, I'm gonna take tampered off because I want to deal with tamper. Put the nail in the coffin. He got her to snitch or go down there and tell, and all this shit him. And when she went down there, and you heard on the precedents about that damn storage and all this bullshit, and all that shit comes about, the evidence or whatever that was linked to Jane Doe number 5. How did that evidence come about? Because now Larry is cut off. When ads go in or talk to the people, Larry is no longer a factor. How does the next set of circumstances, the next terms of events, how do they occur? And how do they end up with a conviction? Or it could have been even acquittal. Just have it have been an acquittal. How does that evidence and shit get manufactured? When was it manufactured? Because if I'm not mistaken, Larry wasn't around none of people in 2015 and 2010 and 1999 and all of that. If I'm not mistaken. So you don't have to tell me. See, this is the process. We're going to complete some thoughts. I need the assertion and I need the answer. While y'all coming up with that, let's deal with the tamper. Because I like that. So that's what I like. Both people being here so we can give me some answers, give me some thoughts. So when you say that he tampered with a witness, what was that tampering? Did he convince her to go in and talk to the people? Did he tell her to go lie to the people? Or how y'all say, did he go tell her to go snitch to the people? And by doing so, what happened? I'll give you that. I'll give you, I'm not taking about his involvement in what happened and his role in it. I ain't saying nothing about his role. I'm telling you where his role ended. If you want to call it a role, I'm telling you where it ended and where it started. So I'm trying to walk you through the phases and the steps and all of that, trying to give you as much information as I can give you. Y'all got me sitting up now. I just want to know what was, it's not just to me, maybe to y'all. Just not good enough to give me an assertion, right? Just to say some shit other than, I don't want to say y'all just saying shit, but because we all sometimes just say some shit. I need to know the answers. I don't even need to know. You need for you to give me the evidence in between to support your answer. I just need to know what's the answer. This should be easy. Because the narrative have been pushed around here long enough. All y'all brainiacs, and I know y'all come through here, y'all got to be some goddamn brainiacs and shit. What's the answer? I need to know. Because I want to see from your point of view so I can try to understand it a little better. Because I'm putting me in the equation. Let me tell you something, right? So in my battles with that old motherfucking Mr. Walker, I almost called his name. I got so mad when I think about him. Listen, I told you he from a police ass family on both sides. From here to motherfucking Georgia. Both sides. Bunch of police. Cops and shit. Even the girl, no, I ain't gonna tell you where she worked at, but anyway. So, one for Thanksgiving, right? We had fought maybe a couple days prior. For Thanksgiving, we went to his mother's house. And Mr. Walker had on shades. And as we were going around to fix our plates, this is a true ass story. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. We fixing our plates, right? So his sister, who was a cop, said, Walker, why you got them shades on? And he always I'll tell you this. And when he took the shades off, he had 2 black eyes. Now, Walker is a brown-skinned man. And let me tell you what his bitch ass did. And everybody immediately was taken aback, right? And then he looks at me to signal to them as if he's some motherfucking victim of domestic violence and shit. And like he was a cry for help, but he needs some help. I don't believe I'm telling y'all this. and they looking at me and shit, but they know they better not say nothing. Because I turn this motherfucker out too. So anyway, now, so he snitched on me. Yeah, because I'm the one that gave him 2 black eyes. And then, so if he I can remember that moment. Oh, it's so funny. So if he I'm gonna get off this subject because I'm gonna get to this Kevin Samuel shit before JoJo go to bed. But if he sat there and told on me, snitched, and I'm the one that put my fist right in his eyes, both of them. I'm in the evidence. Me. Now, if just say one of his buddies would have told him, just say his buddy told him to tell when we get to Thanksgiving dinner, to tell them that I done gave him black eyes, then his buddy ain't really do nothing wrong or whatever. I said his role in the shit. But guess what? He snitched. He had something to snitch with. It was relevant, relatable, and reliable. My fucking fist in his eyes. And guess who's on the evidence? Me and Walker. Not his buddy that told him to snitch on my ass. That's is clear as I can get it. But y'all, I mean, that post is still on my post. If y'all come up with the assertions and the answers, y'all can leave them. But I want to hear this. See, it's a lot different when you could just run around say shit, but when somebody asks you, well, why? You know, I don't get nothing. I don't know why is that. But let's get to this uh Kevin Samuel shit. I just dropped the link. Y'all can come on and expound on that question, or because I want to move this Kevin Samuel shit. Because there's some crazy shit here. I want to know, does anybody know? Have y'all heard anything about Kevin Samuel's goddamn funeral? Other than, I mean, has a coroner confirmed that he's dead? Has anybody oh, child, can I get some more likes? I know this wasn't popular, but can I get some more likes? Come on, come on, come on, y'all, like me up. Let's see what my damn guest at with this shit. Yes, thank you. Can I get a few more? I know this right here ain't popular. I'm just telling you the truth. The T-Roo. You come? All right. I want the TRUTH. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out, y'all. And the whole thing why I asked all those questions, whatever, because in order to really help this guy and not YouTube support, and you know, I've been talking about this YouTube support for a minute, is you got to be realistic with the shit and go off of, I mean, whether you believe it or not. Now, here's the thing, right? The better arguments, and I can tell you what to do and what to think, whatever. The better arguments is what Jbo'S is going after. He's been violated. He was wrongfully convicted. You know, when other people played a part in the reason why he's convicted. Now, here's the thing. When I say other people, I'm talking about like if he had a co-defendant or like if he had someone that is directly connected to the case, directly connected. I'm talking about some of those accusers, some of those what's good with the judge? Give me 1 minute. Some of those accusers, some of those witnesses, some of the people that handled his money, some of the people that was the handlers, all that to those people. Those are factors that would make a difference in someone's guilt or innocence. If you're saying something happened with regards to them, and I'm not talking about just because I fuck with that or whatever, you know, even if I didn't, I would say the same thing. It could be somebody that, you know, whatever. It'd be the same thing. I'm trying to tell you about the energy and where it's wasted and where it could be focused and needed. You gotta believe me, but I'm just saying. And a good, well, let me say this. You just got to be on point with the stuff that really makes a difference and not waste your time on the shit that don't, because you're gonna waste your time. Then you're gonna get mad because nothing is gonna come from wasted time but more heartache and more questions as to why this happened, why all that, and you're just wasting your time. You know, you ain't got to take it from me. Just see what. Matter of fact, look at all the time you've already wasted. What happened? You already got a measuring stick. You got a metric. What happened? So that's what I'm just saying. I just want y'all to keep it with it. It don't matter who it is, whatever. If it was somebody I completely don't F with, fuck with, I'll be saying the same thing. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Just like with regards, like just say we real brief, like the defense fund shit or whatever, or the Don Russell shit. Don Russell is not. Let me think. Well, Don Russell did. He just got one part that has something to do with um. Yeah. Okay. Put it like this. Don Russell, he would be a more viable person to say, oh, he caused Kel to get convicted. That still wouldn't be the truth. He just have a little part because he has his own case with his part. They didn't even connect that to R. Kelly's, so to speak. Not, directly. That's what I'm saying. So you can't even say that about him. And you know what they say his role was. I'm just saying. Can't say that about Jbo'S. Jbo'S' piece was used at the trial. I don't know Jbo'S. That Rice was in the paperwork allegedly as somebody referred to, and can't say he was a person that was convicted, got R. Kelly convicted. So that's what I'm saying. You got to look at the roles. I'm just telling you. You gotta believe me though. What's good with it, boy? Let's talk about this Kevin Samuel stuff.
Well, before we, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I was looking at some of the chat, and they was trying to explain this level of involvement with Larry. I think most, and I could be wrong here, they're failing to express it. They're not having problem expressing it, but to define it.
Uh-huh.
And I think the definition is he had a high level of coercion involvement with this
Okay.
case.
Okay. Coercion when it comes to ass.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's probably what they're trying to express. You're getting different topics, I mean, far as how they feel it happened, and you'll get a lot of statements, but those
Right.
statements have to be broken down. And I think it boils down to a high level of coercion. Coercion number five, or whatever y'all want to call her.
Yeah. All right. I can go with the coercion part, right? But the part that I'm trying to get the answers to is how does it result in the conviction?
It
How does
it
that
it
result in the
it it
conviction?
it, it doesn't result in the conviction because the
Right.
conviction is already done. But what they're saying, this is what this is. This is just me being. This is conjecture.
Right.
Without that witness, you have different elements of that trial that wouldn't been president.
Right.
You see what I'm
You're
saying?
right. Right. Yep. That's what I said. Right. You're right.
And a lot of things would have fell apart within that trial because the
Okay.
key elements of that trial
Uh-huh.
was that the testimony in that particularly victim or alleged victim that came and testified. Now, the case, when they putting their case together, they're banking on certain elements of the case to tie into others. Now, by that particular person being involved in this situation, and y'all gotta excuse me because I'm kind of under the weather a little bit. I think what the supporters are saying,
Mm-hmm.
without that element, part of that case, if not all, crumbles.
Right. You're right.
So, I mean, I don't want to spend a lot of time on that, but I just wanted to add that maybe that's what they was trying to convey over. And what
Right.
you get a lot of You get a lot of emotional statements versus
Right,
knowing how to go deal with this within the base of the law and how the law is structured. But I think that's what a lot of them was trying to convey over.
right. And what I was saying, and you made it. Thank you for making it plainer than I guess, because I gave it to you, gave it to me in several parts. I said that she is part, like, just say she's at least half of the charges, right? Got
Yeah.
that.
And it
And but
ties into
here's
others.
right, but here's the thing, right? Here's the hard question: if what you say, not you particularly, just say if Jane Doe number 5, just say if what, because I like I got I need to have I'm gonna provide the middle, right, the middle part. If Jane Doe number 5, if what she says, she goes down there, what she says is a lie. She gets on stand, what she says under oath is a lie, and it results in a conviction. Okay, hold on. Or if what she says is the truth and it results in a conviction.
Hmm.
Also, does what Jane Doe number 5 supply as far as evidence, direct evidence, additional direct evidence? Because she herself would be considered direct evidence, not circumstantial. She herself would be direct evidence,
Right.
along with all that, along with the stuff in the phone and all this other stuff and whatever other pieces that they have, which is tangible, physical stuff, whatever.
Right.
What about that part?
Okay. That part wouldn't exist far as what I think they're arguing because far as what they're saying, given what they was the statements I was reading, far as in the chat,
Mm-hmm.
she wouldn't have been there to testify in the first place. Okay, so
Okay,
you
and I'm
remove that
glad,
whole equation.
right, and I'm glad you said that, because you know what? That just means that, um, not just not what I'm saying, but that means that he did something. That's what that means.
How could you determine that?
How can I determine that? Because you saying if it wasn't for her going down there and her supplying herself as evidence along with whatever physical stuff, whatever, then that that part of the case would not be a part of the case. But if she went
Well,
down there, hold on, she goes down there, supplies evidence that shows that he did something, they vet that evidence and it shows that he did something, that means he did something in the
well,
court of law.
a lot of the evidence was testimonial,
A
right?
lot of the evidence was testimonial, but not all. They had a lot
I
of,
said a lot of it. I didn't say all.
yeah, yes, a lot of it was testimony, but you also had a lot of the evidence was other stuff, physical stuff, digital evidence, which was the and then you had other witnesses that
Well, see,
confirmed.
we're not speaking about other witnesses. We're talking about
But the
this
other
particular.
witnesses come into play. I'm just saying, with regards to Jane Doe number 5. That's what I said. That's when you have evidence to support evidence. And when they use that term inextricably intertwined, that means evidence
I,
cross referencing other evidence and all of that.
I
So
just
that's what
that's
I'm
what
saying.
I just basically stated that before you even made that statement. I said when you eliminate that issue, the other issues kind of crumble by the wayside because it's not supporting factors along with it.
I understand what you're saying. But the fact is that the evidence did exist. That's what I'm saying. Thereby, the evidence existing,
Now, when you're
it
saying
proved that
evidence,
somebody's. Go
are
ahead.
you specifically speaking on digital at this point? Because
Uh,
that's the way I think you're leading. Because again, if you're talking about testimonial, that's hearsay, and that
no,
goes
it's not
back to
hearsay.
when you say it's not hearsay, we're talking about verbal. Someone saying this happened. If I go into a court of law and say, "Hey," Angie slapped me. That's my words.
Yeah, so just hearsay, and I'm using the technical term for hearsay. So that's not hearsay. That's just your word against mine.
So
But what
in
I'm
a
talking
legal
about,
aspect, what would that be considered?
your word against mine. Um,
Right. Now let me ask you this, and I don't mean to be
mhm.
long-winded with this. Isn't it facts that they use part of her verbal testimony as evidence?
Right, but I'm not talking about that now. I'm talking about the physical, if they had any physical evidence, the digital evidence, which the text, whatever they had with regards to anything outside of
Well, that's what I was asking you. Are you talking about physical, like digital evidence versus the testimony? That's what I asked you.
what you said now? I'm sorry, what you said?
No, go ahead and take
You
care of
said
what you're
this
doing.
no,
I
you
said
said
before we got into this exchange, this latter
uh-huh.
exchange, I asked you what were you speaking on? Are you speaking on digital, meaning uh, tangible evidence, or we're talking about testimony? I asked you that specifically.
Right. We're talking about no, I was talking about other than also digital, physical, anything outside of testimonial
It would
that
be
came
physical,
from
could
her.
be considered physical evidence.
That well, just call it the whole thing is called direct. So just say
Direct.
other
Okay.
direct evidence, right? Other
Okay.
direct evidence, because I don't want to get into categories of evidence. So other
Right.
direct
Yeah, you
evidence,
got to
right?
break it down
Uh,
where my grandmother can understand.
yeah, other direct evidence, right? If she, if she, if she does not, if she takes a stand, that's one part of the evidence. And then you got other direct evidence that tends to lead that he is implicated in it. Then I mean,
I
you
mean,
got
we
so
could.
you got to so you got to you have to make a choice. Make a choice, right? Now, not you specifically, but you got to make a choice. Either you're saying, well, if she wasn't a snitch, and you take out all the snitching with him, right? All the evidence that says that he did that, they did, he was guilty, whatever. Then the case falls apart.
I
Yeah,
didn't say it totally
I think
falls apart. I didn't say it totally
I
falls
know. I'm talking
apart.
about as far as her. No, I'm talking about as far as her. Meaning, take her out the equation. She don't come down there and say nothing. She stay silent. She's not coerced, I'll use your word, to come down there and tell. Then fine, she's out of it, and then now only thing he has to deal with is the rest of the case. That doesn't mean that he's innocent. That
That's
just
not what
means
that's not the state. That's not my argument here
no.
as
I
a
know that's
whole.
not your argument. That's why I said take you
I
out of
mean,
it. I
cause
said I
see
know that's not your argument.
that's finna go somewhere way farther than what I came on here to try to
I
express.
know that. I just said take you out of it. I just said that in the beginning. I said take you out of it. I was talking generally. I said if you say she ain't come down there and didn't turn or whatever you want to call it, then that doesn't mean that he's innocent. That don't mean that. That just means that she declined to come down there and take part, cooperate. Now I use the technical term they use, cooperate. So that's the hard decision. Either you saying he's in, not you. Either you saying he's innocent because he didn't do it, or he could have been found innocent if she wouldn't have came down there and took her ass down there and helped out.
Well,
That's what it is.
you know what? That's a different element could be added too, because who says the coercion didn't come along with falsehood and false narrative and framework? It's a lot of elements plays involved in that whole scenario. If you want to go on that level of it,
Right. But then did you
that
miss the
could be a
part where
possibility. I mean, I'm
but
just
did you
saying.
miss the part that when you could go down there and lie and say whatever, but they're gonna investigate it. They're gonna investigate what you come down there and say. They ain't just take a word. No. They investigated,
right.
match
I
that
get
evidence.
that.
Hold on, match that evidence, and then based on what they come up with, they're gonna move forward. They're not gonna just say, "Oh, they're gonna let you." They're gonna come down there and press charges on, on investigations that they don't think that bear out the truth. They don't do
I
that.
understand that, but like
Yeah,
I'm saying, it doesn't change the fact of what I'm saying. There's things can happen and be manipulated in all kind of aspects in this world. And I don't want to try to go into the conspiratorial part of it, but I'm just making a point for as what I
right,
think the supporters was trying to convey over. So with that, I'm
right.
not.
Oh, I
He's
get
been
it.
found. There's all kind of things can happen within a mix of accessibility, all kind of things. I mean, I don't want to just start breaking these things down to just small, minute parts that can add up to a mountain to make a certain situation look as such far as giving what you're going to giving a testimony about. There's things that can be generated and fabricated to help support your argument. So if you understanding where I'm going with this, there are
Yeah,
certain
right. You're right.
elements that can be, generated to help support that, what you're going to testify about. So of course, they're going to find exactly something to corroborate that story because certain things could be manufactured and likewise. And I don't want to get into no long drawn out situation about that. I
Well,
just
I'm
came
glad
in
you
here to
said that.
try to.
I'll end that. And I'm glad you said that because I'll end that by saying this. That is the clinical definition of being frank. That's a part of it anyway. And so when she sends something, when Jbo sends something through the channels, let's say my client was frank, or take it back, let's go back in time. If throughout the case, those attorneys found anything that suggested that he was frank, they would have put that on the floor. Now, it's only so how many ways that evidence can get created. Now, somebody created the evidence, the people that's that's guilty of whatever created it, and whoever's in it created it, or somebody created it and put their ass in it,
Well, since
or
you
they
put it
set
that
them up.
way, this is going to be my final question to you. Is it possible that it could be done?
Is it possible that it could be done?
Yes, that's the question.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay, and that's my final question.
Yeah, it's possible. So, but when they go through the testing of the evidence and all that type of stuff,
You just
that
won't let it
should.
go, huh?
No, I'm just telling you that
You just
you
won't let
know
it go, huh?
that,
You
that
just
we
won't
find that
let
we
it
get this.
go,
No,
huh?
because I want to get to this good old Kevin Samuel stuff
That's
that
I
we was
mean,
talking
so why
about.
we even spending time on this? I just, but
Well,
if you
I
want to
just
continue,
said
if
I'm
you want to
moving on.
continue, we can
No,
continue.
I don't want to continue on it. I'm tired.
Well,
I don't
okay,
want to.
move on. I don't have a lot of
I want.
time. I'm
I'm
serious.
moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Uh, 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 flex fingers. I got that. I know. So, that's not this Kevin Samuel shit. So, we're on the phone right today, and I said to you, Jojo, when is Kevin Samuel's funeral? Ain't nobody said shit back when his funeral was gonna be. And then you know, I don't know when you have this spare time, okay, to do all this searching and looking and investigating and shit you be doing on the side, like JoJo the Private Eye. Not minding your own damn business and looking at this shit and people gonna knock on your damn door one day. I want to know. And you supplied me a whole bunch of stuff that inspired this live, right? So you was, you still there?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. So that man died. What, it was on the 6th?
Yeah, that go an interesting number right there, 6. But go ahead.
Oh no, I cannot with you. No, your conspiracy theory.
I didn't know that till you said that.
Right. Let me make sure. Let me see. When
Yeah,
did?
make sure of that. Because I didn't even know that until you said that. If anyone don't understand why I be coming up with these numbers, because I deal a lot in numerology.
Oh no, no, I'm sorry. It died on the 5th. Lord have mercy. Died on
Oh, okay.
right. Died on the 5th. Let's see. Let me make sure. Died on the 5th. So they say.
Yeah.
Now he died on the 5th. Now this is the 20th.
5th of May?
5th of May.
Okay.
This is the 20th. Now I know it takes a long time, sometimes, for us black folk to get married. I know it do.
You know, you still got your
But
6 right there. But go ahead.
oh no. But it don't take this long for nobody to get, if for somebody to even get a program or somewhere where it's gonna be. I mean, if they running them around, they ain't nobody say they prepared them like Aretha Franklin or James Brown, and they run his ass around all over America, and he making sightings here at this mortuary, and you come see what up. Ain't nobody said none of that. And it was crazy that we hadn't heard anything about the funeral. So when I was talking to JoJo about it, he was telling me about this dude, Kevin Samuels, who is a police officer. And you could take it over from here, JoJo, while I pull it up.
Oh, well, he's a police officer. And ironically, same name, same cause of death, same day. Now go figure that same place. And you know, I don't like to introduce people to this kind of situation because you gotta kinda like have a base for it to understand how these things work and how they are put together. So it's gonna sound kind of spooky and it's gonna sound like, some kind of conspiracy theorist.
But
But I
the
mean, there's
facts
the
we,
audio that the article is right there. I mean, if you yeah.
but we still have the facts. The facts that we ain't heard nothing about no funeral. I don't think there has been a confirmation from the coroner that he died, has it?
No, and that's who pronounces you dead. No person, no officer, law enforcement officer, first on the scene, they cannot pronounce you dead. That is legal ramification. Coroner has to pronounce you dead.
So
That's
this article
legal.
said, okay, it says
Go ahead.
Kevin
Go ahead.
Samuels, the police officer, is dead, not the misogynistic love guru. People are grieving his passing after he died of an abrupt cardiac arrest. In the last several hours, Kevin Samuels' death has inspired a flood of conjecture. There has been a lot of debate on Twitter over whether the stories are true or not. His criticism is mainly based on his statement where he indicated that unmarried women over the age of 35 were leftover ladies. In the viral video, he comes up to his soapbox and spits out his heinous epithet. Kevin Samuels, the police officer, is dead, not the misogynist guru. Okay, Kevin Samuels, who is rumored to be dead, is a police officer and not the misogynistic love guru whose obituary is making the rounds on the internet. A self-proclaimed relationship expert and image consultant renowned for controversial sexist statement regarding black women in particular has apparently been rumored to die. However, the allegations of his death that inundated social media timelines everywhere did not provide quick confirmation that the 56-year-old died. In one area, the news of his death has not been confirmed, while in another, the news of a police officer with the same name is believed to be dead in lieu of him. Furthermore, Philip Lewis, an editor of HuffPost, tweeted Atlanta police said they were able to find an occurrence related to my inquiries. There are no other details. According to the Fulton County medical examiner at Roland Martin, they could not confirm or deny the presence of Kevin Samuels. Wait a minute. According to the Fulton County medical examiner at Roland Martin, Roland Martin is Roland Martin. They could
Yeah,
not confirm or deny
right.
the presence of Kevin Samuels. Now we got Huff Post, we got Roland Martin. Now these are two damn uh
Reputable.
pretty good media resources. Okay. It says furthermore, Samuels, the love guru, just shared a film on his Instagram page talking about modern women. And people are confirming the news of his death in the comment section, but no one has replied yet. Hmm? We assume he is alive and well unless the video is uploaded before his death. However, with the beginning of the rumor, several women and his haters have expressed their rejoice over Kevin Samuels' supposed death. But that is inappropriate. No woman was ever harmed by the man. Just because you disagree with someone's point of view does not mean you want them dead. This is crazy. The world we live in today. Tweeted Harriet Eve 9. Okay, it says Kevin Samuels died from cardiac arrest. Kevin Samuels died from cardiac arrest this morning. The report does not say which Samuels died, but it does say he met a lady, took her home, and then began complaining of chest problems. The following morning, he did the same thing and he collapsed. Efforts were made to regenerate him, but all were fruitless. He was airlifted to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The name will not be disclosed until the corpse is identified by the family. The Plug Talk Instagram account, along with many others, reported that Samuels died of cardiac arrest, although the post provided no confirmation of the story. Other Instagram accounts also jumped on the same story without providing any confirmation. The reactions to the Samuels claimed death have ranged from happy enthusiasm from women who took offense to his defamatory misogynoir to caution from others who wanted to learn more. According to multiple Twitter posts, he makes a living by shaming black women and delivering harmful advice and calls himself a love guru. On the other hand, some of his followers believe that he is a true gem and has helped a lot of their relationship. What happened to Kevin Samuels? Kevin Samuels is reported to have suffered from cardiac arrest, which led to his death. The news must have crushed his wife and family. He was just 56 years old, if the news is true, and he died too soon. People are expressing their concern over the news and wanting some confirmation. However, numerous news sites have already reported his death without confirmation. We'll provide you with further information as soon as possible. That's crazy. I didn't
Yeah,
read
it
that all
is.
the way through to just now. Now
It
check
is.
this out right here, y'all. Let me see which one. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this funeral. This is crazy.
And once she's pulling it up, go ahead. I mean, why he was married twice, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, why you haven't heard anything, tweets or anything from his wives or ex-wives? I mean, I don't care if their marriages ended abruptly, but you would at least think they would come out and say anything. And when you having that many supporters on YouTube, I think he was 1.5 million followers. No statement has been given to his fans. This is just weird, man. But hey, just
Right.
fruit for thought.
This crazy. So it says Love Guru Kevin Samuels death news. YouTube star's funeral to take place in Oklahoma City as fans question when it will be. Okay, YouTuber Kevin Samuels died nearly a week ago, but details about a possible funeral remain scarce. The controversial YouTube star and relationship guru passed away on May 6th. Wait, now I said May 6th.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's crazy. Wait a minute.
You see
After
what
he
I'm saying?
reportedly complained of chest pains and collapsed on top of Hortensia Alcantara, Alcantara, who spent the night with Kevin. But fans who may
Yeah.
be looking for information on a funeral or other memorial service could be out of luck, as few details have been made public. There are some reports about the
Weird
location of
thing.
service, with the Daily Mail nothing it could potentially noting it could potentially be in Oklahoma City. However, a date for Samuel's funeral, either for the public or as a private gathering for his loved ones, have not been revealed. The 56-year-old official cause of death has not been confirmed. So that's just
So they said
information
he
about
died
it.
on what day they said on that particular
Now it's the 6th.
May 6th?
Yeah, May 6th. Now it's May 6th. The other,
Oh yeah,
when I looked it up,
that goes your that's 56, 56. He was 56. You got the five. I think that fifth month is May and 6 days. Oh man, these people play a lot of games, man.
yeah.
Yeah, and you dropped them fives, and then
Now this is crazy.
2022, I go another six. Hmm.
Right. Now it says Kevin Samuels' family refuses funeral money. GoFundMe is a fake. It said Kevin Samuels' family says an imposter is behind a GoFundMe created to raise money for his funeral expenses. And even though they were offered the cash, they won't accept the money. Social media was buzzing after the fundraising page popped up, many calling Kevin's family hypocrites for seeking financial help, as he always preached the message of financial independence without handouts. However, a source with direct knowledge tells us they reached out to Kevin's family to verify the account and learned that the family did not create it. So GoFundMe scrubbed the fundraiser from its platform. Not only that, our sources say GoFundMe offered Kevin's family the few $100 raised on the fake page, but they refused to accept it, so it was returned to donors. TMZ broke the story. The woman Samuel was desperately tried to save his life, performing CPR as she dialed 911, but unfortunately, he didn't make it. It's believed Kevin suffered a heart
And he
attack
said
at
he was 57 there. That's crazy. They don't even know his right damn age, apparently. I tell you
This
this.
is crazy.
Yeah. Hmm.
Now, by now, what's good with it, Little Red? Let me see what's came in here. I think I got Queen Diva. I got everybody. Okay.
That's
So,
weird.
yeah, that's weird and crazy. Weird and crazy.
Yeah, but the
What in the
most.
hell?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, because I think we got a little delay. I have a little delay. That's why I think I'm bumping heads with you. But the weird
No, go
thing
ahead.
is, you got two Kevin Samuels dying on the same day. Mm,
Died on the same day. But here's the thing, right?
mm-hmm.
Where is where is this Kevin Samuels that we believe is dead, and he hasn't come out and said anything. So I don't know if he faked his own death or if foul play is suspected, right?
Right.
Because by now somebody should be
Well,
saying something. But the
you,
family, they
yeah.
had the mom, they had supposed to have been the mother, but is that the only family member?
No, he has a daughter. Where's his daughter? Where's anyone? I think he has. I don't know what kind of siblings he had, like brother and sister. But I mean, you don't even get his either his wife, his ex-wife, to come out and say anything. This is weird. Very strange.
This is some strange stuff because I know it takes some black people to get buried, but I believe that if the family was in need for some money, somebody would have been done said something.
Well, I mean,
And
why
they would
would
have
that
gotten.
family be in need? I mean, was. I mean, he was well off. I mean, let
That's
them
what they
tell
said,
it.
but they say
He riding around in a
he died
Lambo,
broke.
and yeah, of course. That's probably far as liquidated cash. I don't know. It's just weird. I just found it weird. I don't have. I do have a little time to get into it and really break some things down, but tonight is not a good night. I mean, morning rather.
Right.
I just want to bring that to your attention and to the listening audience attention, and maybe somebody else can do some research on it. But it's just weird all the way around because what are the odds in your lifetime and a few other people's lifetime that two Kevin Samuels died the same day, same place? Come on now.
Where did he live? Did he live in Atlanta or is it
I
Oklahoma?
think that was Atlanta where he was the where he's supposed to initially passed.
Hey, Kim Fox. Who was Kim Fox? Hey, Kim Fox. Kim, hope
Kim
this ain't
Fox,
some bullshit.
I got some questions for you, Kim.
Kim Fox. What's good with it?
I got some questions for you, Miss Fox. No, but that's just
That's
weird.
crazy.
It's weird.
That's crazy. Cause listen, okay, listen. So does he have an insurance policy? Is his ass being embalmed and sitting there like what is going on?
I don't know. It's some research need to be done on it, and like I said, Tanique reviews this. He's all over it, and it's weird.
That's weird, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't. I never watched him ever. Watched him, but I went back over looking at Tanique, and he had brought up some interesting development in the past. And they got the FBI investigating his murder now. I mean, not murder, his disappearance or his untimely death or whatever you want to call it. But why would you bring the FBI into a situation of just somebody having
Yeah,
a
that's
heart
crazy.
attack?
Let me see if I can find that. That's crazy. Why would you do that? There's some crazy shit going on in this world.
So I don't know. I just thought that was interesting and might strike somebody's curiosity on what's going on with Kevin Samuels. Yeah, I
Wait a
think he was
minute.
in Atlanta. I'm pretty sure he was in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's Atlanta.
Hmm. But I just thought about something.
FBI records revealed Matt gets.
Was you able to pull
Uh,
up something about the FBI investigating it?
let me see. Confidential site. Not. Let me see. I see some type of YouTuber says FBI after Kevin Samuels about fraudulent activities.
What's the name of that YouTube if you could see it?
Manly gossip.
Oh no, I don't know that particular individual.
Yeah, I know
I
that one.
can't. I don't even want to give the name that I be at 'cause I don't want these people follow me nowhere.
They will follow your ass, baby. You be like,
Mm-mm.
what the hell?
No, that ain't her. That ain't happening.
Hold on. Now it's another place. Yahoo News, WSB, says he dies at the age of 53.
You see how conflicting that is? It's just crazy.
This shit is crazy.
I don't even know what the age discrepancy indicates, but that's just weird. I mean, you know, I don't know if that's this. I don't know. I don't know. But that's why, you know,
This don't make no
I'm heading.
sense. This don't make no damn sense to me. This is the craziest shit I ever seen in my life.
That's good.
You just if
I'm trying
somebody
to.
just disappears. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I know what I meant to show y'all. Darn, I was talking about this R. Kelly stuff.
Stop
Hold on.
lying. Said Andrew that you hear about the what is it? The white CO mocking the massacre in Ohio on Facebook. He said some disgusting things.
What's that now?
I'm looking at stop lying comment.
Oh, okay.
That what was that happening in Ohio? It was like some kind of shooting. What happened in Ohio? So I'll be investing my time and so much in this stuff. I'm gonna have to go back to kind of being
In
more abroad.
Ohio.
Yeah, I think I seen something about that in Ohio. What happened now? What is some kind of mass shooting? Because I think it happened
Yeah,
at
I
some
think it
kind of
was. I think it was.
convenience store. What is a convenience store? When the guy went in there, and is this the same? Is this the same situation you speaking of when the guy went in there and he just started shooting black people? I think that's the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, a white supremacist shot 10 blacks.
Y'all, it's something else I wanted to show y'all. I wanted to show y'all these pictures that I found. I know y'all probably not seen them all, but it was these pictures I had found with
Hmm.
regards to this a lot of the R. Kelly's place and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I had never seen, my fish out the damn, I said like that, water ass, but there's a lot of this shit I just never had seen. So I don't know if y'all have seen these too, but you keep talking, I'll post them up.
No, yeah, stop lying. I'm gonna start looking into that, but you know, this is what some of them do. Yeah, he shot 10 black people. Yeah, that's crazy.
You shot 10 black people?
Yeah, that's the one. That's exactly what I saw. It was at some kind of supermarket, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I don't know if
She said the lead
y'all can.
attorney said somebody said the lead attorney said the funeral is Saturday and he was invited.
The lead attorney said the funeral is Saturday. Well,
Yeah,
about time. We're going to find out. If he going, we're going to know.
it's gonna be
What?
closed casket. You better believe that. I guarantee you, it's closed casket, 100% closed casket. And you gotta ask yourself why.
Them absolutes now. What's good with it,
You
DJ
want to? Hey
Mason?
Ed, you want to bet on that?
Nope.
Let's make a wager right now.
Nope. So
Okay.
this is some of the R. Kelly's rooms and stuff like that. I know a lot of y'all probably
That's
done
the
seen them.
Colorado room, huh?
Right, it's Colorado. What's up, DJ Amazing?
What's up? Just not getting in from DJing. What's good?
You be
Nothing. What's
sleeping in
good?
30 seconds. What's good? Let me speak to you before you fall asleep. You already asleep.
Nah, I'm good. I'm just got back from the Waffle House. I just got to eat me some Waffle House. I'm sitting there listening to y'all now. Shit, I'm good. I made my money for the night. I'm good.
No, I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing you, brother.
You know how I go. It's good.
You know I be teasing you, man.
Hey, it's good when it's good. When it ain't good, it ain't good. Shit.
Right, right, right.
Sometimes where I make all my money. But what I miss though, y'all fill me in. What I miss?
Oh well, man, you got to go do the read.
Yeah, y'all know why you do that all the time, nigga. I'm not going back in reverse. All that shit that we done talked about. Look at the title, man. Right now. I'm on this photo array. You always come at the
Hey, I
last
can't
minute.
help. I can't be on the YouTube streets all day. I gotta go make my money.
Right.
I
But
know, but you don't have to
but
hit that
you can tell me
rewind.
what I missed in the nutshell. What I missed in the nutshell.
You missed. We talk about what an informant is. We talk about Judge Ann. We talk about Kevin Samuels. We talk about Jbo'S Twitter. And right now, I'm going through and looking at some of R. Kelly's uh photos of the place he used to stay. Oh, that's nice. Wait a minute, is that a long ass pool like that? I like that. I like that. That's nice.
That's probably this place I can never afford to go stay at.
Yeah, it's 3 point something million.
Well, just
I'm
imagine
just going.
it was higher than that when he initially got it.
Wow. Oh, I like that pool. I like that. Some of these might be repetitive. I'm just clicking through it.
And now I'm
Wow.
not asleep. I'm just looking, trying to catch up on everything. I ain't sleep.
I don't know how long it is, but
Oh, he
you know,
got a little. Is that a little
Tyler Boy.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see why is where the okay. He just got a little half. That ain't even half court. That's a little. Seems like it used to be a garage or something. Ooh, that's nice. Y'all gotta understand also when we talk about these matters, these issues over here, everybody's gonna have different of opinions. So it's not about your feelings and emotions and well, it's about your feelings and whatever, but you can't get mad at nobody for, you know, giving you the real. Now I'm gonna give you the real according to the law. And that's just it. You always know that of course God has the final say in whatever the matter is. But there ain't no but after that. But I'm just saying, but I'm just talking about the legal part of it. And I'm just trying to show, you know, I just like when people say stuff, I just like to for them to qualify, their assertions or their answers. That's even better. You can qualify those. Just qualify them. Is this the same? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. He got a whole lot of string lightning going on in that place. That's nice. Okay, is there any other pictures that might be the next set of not repetitive? Oh, okay.
So I told you DJ Amazing to be gone in 30 seconds.
Christmas tree. Ooh. I hear somebody popping. Oh, that's him. He ain't gone. He popped off. DJ Amazing, you back up here?
Yeah, I hit my hand hit the button to try to eat this damn waffle.
Good old
You
Waffle
like the
House
Waffle
tastes
House?
the same.
You know, we call it the Awful House, man.
Oh,
Nah, the one out, well, there's several, but the one I go to, I pay them a little extra. I make sure my shit is good, so I don't never have that issue.
Man, go to the Odd House, man.
Man, I was just too tired to go all the way over there. I'm good. Shit, I'm finna eat this shit and surf off to sleep and pick up on this shit in the morning. But I'm gonna stay on here as long as I can.
well, what is this little place? This a little guest house or something? What is that?
Looks like a little cottage. I don't know. Oh shit.
Yeah, a little cottage. I don't know what's going on. Okay, that's the last of those.
Hey man, you ain't
So,
called me about the all white party yet. What's going on?
I haven't
I ain't
even. You
heard.
know what? I haven't heard anything about it, and that's strange because it's probably gonna be within the next month or two. You know, it's always happening in June.
Yeah, but they normally book me ahead of time. You know me,
I know
I
that.
stay booked.
I know, brother. You know, this weekend I'm gonna make some moves, and if you don't hear from me this weekend, you gonna know I'm full of shit.
Well, I know
You
one
got
thing
my
about
word.
you. I don't know you long time, but I know you ain't full of shit. So nah, I don't believe that one.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be most definitely hitting you this weekend.
ooh, I sleepy.
Make sure Angie come. We gonna make her ass dance all night. We gonna make Angie dance.
Good
You
luck
gonna
with
give me the
that.
dance 'cause I'm not fucking up. I don't know how to do no dances and stuff. No, I'm trying to tell you when it comes to electric slide and stuff like that, I always turn the wrong way. And I know I don't dance like no white girl or none
Hey,
of
you
that.
won't be the first and you won't be the last. I've had black people don't still don't know they left from they fucking right.
I'm
Yeah,
on
that's
my
what I'm
left
gonna
with
say.
my right.
Everybody
I
do
just
that shit, and I
oh
turn the
no, no.
wrong way.
Shit, they just be
No, they
fucking drunk.
do.
They just be drunk.
JoJo can crip walk.
No, I ain't no crip walking.
You ain't gonna crip walk.
Don't
Uh-uh.
let the other side hear. They gonna say he's a gang informant.
Red turns head. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, that's all day, every day. Yes, sir. I
Red
ain't know.
turns head.
I ain't know you. Yeah, we ain't gonna say too much, but yeah,
You dig?
I dig all the way.
No, we don't dig. We won't even understand what you're talking about.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
I
Exactly. That's just
understand
the way
though
it's supposed to stay. It's supposed to stay that way.
already.
Well, y'all, I'm about to what? Hang it up, shut it down. I just want to.
Well, ask DJ Amazing what he think about the last topic we said before we get out of here, and we can get out of here. Just
Yeah, fill
Kevin
me
About
in.
what?
Samuels.
What's
Kevin
up?
Samuels. Kevin, you familiar with Kevin Samuels?
I know a little bit about a little bit, but fill me in what I don't know.
Okay. When the last time you seen him on? You watched him lately? Let me see
Yeah,
what you know.
I didn't he pass away or something?
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure 'cause I know you don't be around watching this shit. Yeah, that's what we. That was the last topic, man. We were just talking about his mysterious death. That was it. That was it. So yeah, it's just strange because it just so happened someone by the same name as his name passed away the same day, same place, and it's been a lot of mystery behind him, behind his death, rather. A
Well,
lot
we
of
know R.
questions.
Kelly ain't had nothing to do with it. That's for sure.
Right, they're blaming for that, but anyway.
Bajine
uh,
ain't replied on no emotions yet.
yeah, she been reading them all day. You gotta ask Angie that. That ain't my expertise.
Cause I'm interested to see what she gonna say in rebuttal to the state.
The
Yeah.
state. DJ Amazing, baby, you're gonna have to get in a little weenie even at the feds yet. Hell no. Yo, hell no. It's too late for that. Hell no. You are too far behind the gun. You talking about the state. We still on the feds.
Well, damn, they need to hurry up and move. They moving slow as goddamn snails with this shit.
I think she
Oh
read.
yeah.
How many you read today? One or two? Two? No.
What
Gotta
motion?
ask Angie.
No, I just read the
Not
Donnelly.
notions.
What you mean?
No, what you was reading today
Reading
from
with
Ed
what?
Donnelly. What was that? Ed
Oh,
Donnelly.
and
When you read that?
okay. No, I was reading her entry from today, which she wants to get more clarifications on with regards to. There's just two items on the motion for acquittal.
Man,
That's
that man better just Bajin better come with something better than what she doing because that last motion she put in, she was just talking a bunch of nonsense.
that lady. No, listen, that lady good. She finding a whole bunch of She listen. This is what happens, right? This is what happens when you have and we can go back to this a little bit. This is what happens when you have a case with a bunch of evidence. Now, I'm not going to argue about what people, because people say it wasn't no evidence. I don't know what, so I don't know what people mean that no meaning like no evidence. What people think, because people think evidence mean a piece of paper, whatever. And people don't consider testimony as evidence, or and then the fact that they did have some video or whatever it is, whatever the hell they had, right? So they'll say that, right? But this is what happens when you have a case with more than enough evidence. Let me put it that way. You got to find somewhere else to go. You got to find some strategies. You got to find some loopholes. You got to put two and two together and see if you can get you five. And you got to do a lot of work. You got to be creative. And she's creative. You can't take that from her. She's creative as hell.
But what
you
she's
know,
not creating is a reasonable doubt. That's what she's not creating, a reasonable doubt where it really gonna mean something. You know what I'm saying? She's not giving a reasonable doubt. Now you say Donnelly, you don't even like R. Kelly. Everything R. Kelly he get denied. So I see everything else still stand the same. Denied, 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 denied.
that don't mean that. That just means emotions was not um was not couldn't been maybe not been appropriate, maybe not been factual enough, maybe it didn't overcome what it needs to overcome, maybe didn't offer no remedies. It's a lot of reasons why emotions that are denied. I don't understand. It's kind of hard operating in this sector. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm just gonna be honest, right? And I don't give a fuck who feelings it hurts. Here's the thing: you have a lot of people who operate on emotions, on what they think, and just what they think. But fuck what the law is, fuck what the law dictates. It's just what they think. They're not looking at nothing else. They and the common sense with regards to the case is shrouded in emotion. So everything is like and if you say something, whatever, that's not everything is pro one side or the other, then you are ops one side or the other. I don't give a fuck, but I'm just saying that's just stupid. That don't make no damn sense. I cannot sit up here and look at 1 plus 1 and tell you it's 3 when it is actually 2. I'm not gonna tell you nothing but 2. 2. You know? So I don't understand that train of thought. I mean, motherfuckers get mad just because you ain't
You
okay.
know, Edge, I think it's more so they just don't know how to formulate the emotions into an argument where it would be advantageous to what they're trying to support. I don't think they just know how to do that, and there's no indictment
But
on
don't
them
get
anymore.
mad at the person that's trying to tell you like it's okay. It would be something different if I come here and tell you every day everything I say is one side or the other. No matter which one it is. But that ain't the case. I'm telling you what I see. That's it. I'm telling you my perspective. it based on the legal. I'm giving you a legal perspective. That's it. And then I try to come back to make connect it to something common sense and transform it to what a layperson and just make you think why I'm trying to tell you why is this happening. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not trying to tell you, nothing else, but why is it happening? And if you can't understand, and you may not, if you think it's just as simple as, okay, we'll just say that we're going to go to the Larry thing, because that was the biggest topic. If the Larry thing is as y'all think it is, then why does y'all idea why it didn't pan out? Why wasn't he held responsible as the person that affected the trial and all this here, and then rightfully so, it should be thrown out, whatever you think that, whatever. Then why hasn't it happened? Why didn't it happen? Why wasn't his name even mentioned? Why? You gotta ask yourself that.
Well,
I think they don't want to answer
don't
the
ask
question.
me that. Don't ask
Right.
me that.
I know. Well, why you got to answer yourself these questions. Not just get mad because of the answer, because you know the answer. Just ask yourself the question.
That's why
Don't
I
get
keep
mad
saying
at me.
I think they.
Hey,
I
Shaniqua,
just
but I'm
think
not
they
going
don't
to
know
be
how to
running
explain
around.
it.
No, I broke it down to the least common denominator. So that's why I put it back on the people. Ask yourself. Ask yourself what I'm asking you. Ask yourself.
Well, I'm trying to see what Miss Bajin is trying to go with these motions. I see her trying to get an appeal. I see she's setting up for the appeal process, setting up for that. But at the same time, that last motion I had no faith in. Her last couple motions I did, but that last one she just turned in, I ain't even bat an eye.
Oh,
Everything is
how does that
strategic.
tie into what I'm talking about?
Everything is strategic, DJ Amazing. Everything is done for a reason. It's probably some of
Right.
the motions she
Inflated
puts
this.
in knows gonna be dead on arrival, but you have to do this. That's part of
Right.
the strategy. So I don't
This
know,
lady,
but I can
this
just say
lady.
that about these people are passionate in their beliefs,
Right. And they
and they're
should be.
gonna stay there. They're gonna stay there. It's not gonna stop.
That's fine, but just gonna get mad because somebody tell you the
I'm on this
truth.
Daryl McDavid situation. That's what I'm saying. That motion she turned in, that ain't helping R. Kelly. That's hurting him.
Well, I don't know. I can't defend to say it is
Okay.
or not, 'cause I don't know.
What I'm saying is you can have passion, and yes, passion in your beliefs and what have you. But my thing is, you can't say you're going to make a difference and this doing all this and help and support and get this shit overturned and all that if you falling down a path to nowhere, to the dead end, to do following some shit that ain't even come up in trial. Hey, so how's you going to affect something that happened in trial if you following some shit that ain't happened in trial? That's what, and actually, I'm glad I said that because that was what Aunt Donnelly said today. This shit, the text message didn't even come up. So what are you talking about? That's what she want to know. What the hell you challenging? Because this ain't even come
Okay,
up.
see now right there. That's that's just what I mean by it's their loss. And the question could be, and I think this is what a lot of people are doing. Those text messages exist.
Yep.
They exist. And the content in the text message, if you listen to it, or read it rather, it could have played a big part. If it was introduced properly. And that's only given on the testimony of the witness. That
But
would
who
have
does
just
it play? But who
combated it.
does it play
It would
favoritism
have
to?
combated.
When you
It
bring up
would
these
have.
text messages,
Go ahead.
who does it play
Excuse me.
favoritism to?
What do you mean? What do you mean by I'm kind of? I don't think I'm understanding what you mean. Who it plays favoritism to? It shouldn't be favoritism to anyone. It's just what's that. Because who does the testimony of the witness plays favoritism to? It's just something that exists.
Oh,
It's
so
something that
crazy.
exists
Hey,
that's
Shanique.
there,
Hey,
and they
so
have passion about it. That's just it.
can you massage Angie back tonight so I don't have to be a vampire until sunrise? I love you, sister. I'm gonna get off there in a minute. You know, and here's the thing, right? So outside of strategy and and I'm separating these two, the only other thing that is close to just complete saying your client is innocent and that they didn't do it is to increase reasonable doubt. If you got
Hmm.
that, if you got that going, then you could do that. You could probably done that with text message. You could done that with some other stuff, right? You could do say that and say that you want to um um increase the reasonable doubt. You have to overcome the burden that the prosecutor has to prove, right? That's what you
But see,
have to do.
everybody's not legally astute like that to
Okay, but then don't
understand.
get mad at the motherfucker that is. I'm just telling you. I'm
Well,
just trying to tell you.
I'm just
Right,
telling you
not
from a
you. I know.
standpoint. No, I'm just telling you about from a standpoint how people feel and their convictions on what they believe in. See, I
Right,
said it. It's going to have to come down to this. Going to be argued in court, and it's going to have to be all kind of strategy used based upon what I know what's going on.
right. Say
You
that.
know,
Get on the reasonable doubt train. You know, base your arguments and your emotions on reasonable doubt. That's better than talking about this stuff that doesn't even matter. That wasn't a factor. Wasn't a factor. That ain't gonna work out. You got to base it. Even if you're gonna, I mean, you can't even tie a snitch to reasonable doubt. You can't, and when the shit that is produced comes out as evidence, you can't even do that. So that's what I'm saying. You got to have your shit together and
well, see, I
put
told
your
you how
shit in
that
there.
works. I try to explain how that works for as that aspect of that entity being involved in it. I tried to explain it best as I could.
That's how I could have tried. I said, Joe, I try to explain it. But I know it's not, I'm not trying to tell nobody what to think. Think how you want to. But I'm just saying, you gonna waste your time. And these people with when there's legal system, they ain't got time to be fucking around with your feelings. They need you to get on the good foot and catch up and get on the same wavelength. It's okay to, I mean, of course you're gonna feel some kind of way. Either way, either side, I get it. But I'm telling you, and then to come to find out that the people don't fuck with the lady, that she got to give a tweet and shit. I'm like, oh
No,
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 they
okay.
strike again.
No, before we close, let's talk about that.
Jojo, you sound away.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I hear you now.
Before we
Yeah,
close, let's talk about that quickly.
yeah. Talking about that tweet.
Yeah, let's go over that just for a few minutes because I'm gonna get out of here on this after this. Now,
You,
let me ask you this.
uh,
She said I mean, basically she's gonna shut down because of so whoever it was challenging her, right?
yeah.
Now, I mean, I don't know how to introduce this, but how do and see? I want all the supporters to realize this. We don't even know if that was a supporter. That could have been some Manchurian person coming in acting as though they're a supporter, just so they can infuriate Bungie, so she won't. It could have been, as we called the ops, doing that, masquerading as a Kel supporter. You got to be careful with these people out here because I don't think nobody's that. Well, I'm gonna say that, but that is a possibility that could have been somebody else masquerading as a Kel supporter. You got to be careful with these people out here. Very careful. So don't get discouraged.
Right.
But this is
Don't
just a
ever get
dirty
discouraged.
game. This is a dirty game. Shit, I could put Okove on my name and go harass Bojing. Think about that.
Well, I understand. You know, I don't know
So it
who
ain't
did it.
always. So nobody can always say that was absolutely a Kel supporter did it, and then it could have been one. But this shit, nothing surprises me.
Right. Nothing, honey. Shit. You look for anything to happen. I'll be looking like, what the hell?
Yeah, that
But
could be
I was
very
like,
well somebody masquerading as a Kel supporter doing that dumb shit. It would
I was
surprise
like,
me.
wow. I was like, wow, not the good white lady. Please leave the good white lady alone. God damn.
Well, this is a
'Cause
dirty game, so I'm not gonna say it was a Kel supporter or an opposer. I just think it was someone with an agenda.
I believe the injustice for both sides. For both sides. I believe in justice for both sides, not just one side or the other. I
Yeah,
need a
see,
person to be
I
either
look at this stuff as
found
from a
guilty or
functional sense.
innocent the right way, huh?
I look at these things from a functional sense, cause and effect. I do this, it's gonna cause this, and then the effect is gonna be just as what she said. So, can't
But
fool me with
the
these
thing
little
about
games.
But I used to be cringing, be looking crazy when I used to see people trying to give Greenberg legal advice. And the people I know from this sector, and I'm like, huh? I'm
And
like,
see that
yeah,
that that makes me even say even more. I think they have learned, and that's what I said. Well, no, I can't just definitively say that and absolute, but no, I don't know. It's just weird.
it's so crazy. It's at 3 a.m. in the morning, motherfucker. First I walk on eggshells. Oh. Shit, nigga, did y'all see Tory Lanez having a crowd singing the kills over? Yeah, I saw that. I thought I thought it was nice. And and here's the thing, right? I don't care what a person's done. Now, I won't support your charges and stuff like that, depending on what it is. I don't do that. But I do support people having support, no matter what your charges are. I support that 100% because if it was your family member, your child, whatever, you would want the same thing. And some parents, I've seen some cases where parents leave them kids, leave them people right where they are, whatever, because they can never get over their charges and things, like that. And you see some support some of the people that have done some of the heinous crimes out there. It just all depends. But,
You
you
said walk
know,
on eggs. I just read that comment.
well, after all, you have to be realistic about what the hell is going on. You can't have your head in the clouds. And when it was so crazy that when the verdict came down and people was in shock as if and I'm gonna tell you, and this is what I attribute some of the shock because all along you had your head up in the clouds and you never looked down. And I'm gonna say you can have your heads in the clouds and you can continue, you could pray and pray, and that's fine. Nobody's saying please double up on the prayer, right? But also introduce some realism in your life. Like you got to tackle the stuff that you have to tackle. It's not gonna automatically step aside or whatever. It's not like it just don't work that way. trust believe, if it magically disappears or go away, whatever, that's because somebody or some force made it.
Well, here again, Angie, given what they was being, the ones that wasn't there, and the ones that was there, the supporters, given what they was receiving for as the testimony and how the court was, I mean, the case was going, they felt in their heart, based upon the information that was transcribed back over to them, they were like, okay, this is looking kind of good. So it's not so much, I don't think people had their heads in the sky.
Jojo, how is it dramatically different from what what people said happened in the courtroom to what we saw in the transcript to what eventually happened at the end of the case? How's that?
It's not so much of what was, it is based upon what was said, which was given off the transcript, and how it was being refuted from that team that he had. You got people saying, look, and then you get this element of that's a lie. And they say, oh, he depicted the lie. He pointed the lie out. And then you got all these other damn moving parts in there. I mean, come on now. I'm not going to just sit here and say people had their head in the sky and just thought it was just going to be automatic. It's some people just given from their experience and what they was hearing in the court felt like that.
Well, what I mean by the people that, and I'm not talking about just during the trial. I'm talking about prior to that, when the indictment came out, and then the discovery came out.
Well, I'm only attacking what you're saying for as the verdict.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the head. Well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the lead up. I'm talking about the build up. Wait a minute. Let me tell you what I mean. You got the indictment. Then you get the discovery. Okay. You had people, when I say head in the sky said, there ain't no evidence. There's a whole list. There's at least 3 separate entries of discovery. What you mean ain't no evidence?
Bless your heart. That's not exactly what they mean. What they was basically saying is that's not enough evidence to convict him based upon what he's charged with. That's translation. Like the young lady said to you last night, this street shit.
What I'm saying is, Jojo, what I'm saying is, when you say it's not enough, what do you mean by not enough?
Well, when they looking at, far as, and I don't think people really understand, not everybody, just some, don't really understand these charges and what they comprise on. They looking at it and they hearing street court and they think that translate over into the court of law, which it doesn't, because if it did, you probably would have had a different outcome. But all of the street court shit does not translate over into that courtroom when the decisions are being made. Case in point, you didn't heard these so-called victims contradict themselves. We've heard it. And see, this is where that emotion and that conviction
and I get that. I believe that. I get that.
See, this is what I'm saying. But see, you gotta understand it. That's why I went back to what the young lady told
trust
me.
me, I understand that. I said the same thing. I said, when I say nobody told 100% the truth on either side, I meant that, because I heard a whole bunch of conflicting shit, and I was
saw
like,
a bunch of you saw a bunch of conflicting shit. Not only did you hear it, you saw it.
Yeah, but when you walk your ass and get on that stand,
that's what I just.
That's when the shit. That's when whatever you
That's when
say
the rubber meets the road. That's when the rubber meets the road.
Whatever you say when that hand is raised, or when you say on that piece of paper, and that was under the penalty of perjury, or you know what I'm saying, then that's when the shit.
Well, that's what I said. You got a wicked system.
Supposed to be taken as the truth. That's when the shit's supposed to be taken as the truth. So like when people say that, well, they were saying this, that, and the third, all around. I'd be sitting right there 100% with them. I'm like, yep, that fucked me up too. That fucked me up too.
See,
I'm
but you're
like, okay,
also
these
able,
people
legally
don't tell
astute,
the
to turn
truth.
that off. You are able to do that. And some of these supporters don't look at it from that frame of reference that you've been privy to get and understand. You got to understand that
I know
from
that, but
that
I'm trying
particular
to tell
dynamic. You have to.
right,
So
but
for you to say you don't understand it, why they was shocked, I mean, that's like an oxymoron what you do.
no, what I say when I'm saying I don't understand why they were shocked, because listen, if your head in the sky and I know I've been advocating, please bring your head down. If you're trying to do this work to move this movement or whatever, you're gonna have to come out the sky. You can't just sit here and just say, oh, I believe in innocent. Okay. Well, the people say he ain't. The people got shit to say he ain't. What you gonna do? As you say, what you gonna do about it? you know, and stick. And then when you done seen the indictment, seen the discovery, your head's still in the sky. When you get the verdict and you shocked, I got a problem with that. Like, well, they forewarned you in 2019, 2020, that this is what we got. This is what we're gonna march in our little pantsuits on, carrying our totes, pulling a cart shit, rolling shit in. And by the time 2021 come, it's gonna be more than that. We'll have some people, and they're gonna all point at that man over there. That's what they're gonna do. And
I
then your
get
head
it.
in the sky, and then when the people get the verdict, you looking crazy. I can't believe this. They told you. They told you in 2019. They told you. They told you to get prepared. They told you. That's
Yeah,
why.
but
That's the
that
disconnect.
still doesn't change. That still doesn't change the conviction of the people. See, you're looking at it from a law-based standpoint.
No, I'm not.
And
Not a
yes,
law
you
base
are.
right
That you
then.
have to.
I'm
You
looking.
have
No,
to.
I'm looking at it from a common sense
Base
basis.
base
Law
but
base my
based upon,
ass.
okay, but based upon what you're saying, far as them bringing in cards, that's law. That is all equivalent to law. What they're bringing in, those are elements that the law allowed them and afforded them to do such a thing.
But
So that
Jojo,
is
that translates to common sense. If I get a piece of paper and it got my name on it, it say the United States versus my bitch ass. And I done read why I done did. They say I done did this, that, and the third. And then over the next couple of months, they started talking about they got this discovery. They said my bitch ass done got this here, done this, that, and the third. Then come to find out, you got some people that say I done this, that, and the third. I got discovery and I got indictment with my bitch asses all on all three of them motherfuckers. How? Fuck the law. How in the hell is common sense?
that's what got you in that predicament.
Right,
That
right. I
law.
said the law exactly. My always I say the law is what detains you, and the law is what frees you. Yes, but when I'm talking about right now, that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the common sense and the still in shock element. Don't know how it happened. They told you how it happened. They gave you the blueprint. They
Well,
said we had this. This is common sense. You go to Pacer. Pacer ain't just for lawyers. Pacer's for regular people, motherfuckers with common sense. You go to Pacer, you get the paperwork. They say you got this. They say they got this and this him. They say they're gonna take this shit in and put it on your ass whenever the date is set. That's what they say. So they tell you to be ready in advance. You got
oh,
2 years to be ready to get it. Be ready for it. They tell you. So that's taking to me. That takes out the shock element. And that takes out, oh, they ain't got nothing. Oh, this, that, the third. They told you what they had. I put it like this. Now, this might be more on the legal end. Even if they had that indictment, and they are the whole case of circumstantial, which a lot of cases are circumstantial. That means without a piece of direct evidence. and they still convict your ass. They still would. Lady Alicia, when I'm about to
Good
go to court,
morning.
what's good with it? Good morning, honey. What's good with it?
It's all good. I just had to pop on and say hey to y'all. Hey JoJo.
How you doing?
I've been listening for a few minutes. Matter of fact, I turned you on. I was listening and fell asleep. And I woke up, damn it, and you still talk.
You know how I do it, girl.
And I said, oh, I'm so glad she's still on. Let me just pop on and say hey.
Hey, honey. Hey, girl. What's been good? What's going on?
Girl, busy. I saw that order drop from Donnelly today.
Girl.
Did you? That shit was so funny to me.
You proud of that, huh?
No, it was funny to me.
Yeah, but yet you're still proud of it.
What do you mean proud of it?
I'm just teasing you. Goddamn.
It's
Get your
not.
tongues out of
Look, it ain't my order. I didn't write it.
I'm just teasing you. God damn, don't get so uptight.
No, I just thought it was funny because she just basically sent their ass back to school. Like, okay, I'm not even gonna rule on this shit. Y'all gonna rule on it for me. Go look this up.
Oh, what she did is helped her people. That's
Yeah,
what
I
she
did a
did.
whole breakdown on that when I called it. When I called it, I was like, huh? I was
That's
like,
exactly what she
oh,
did.
yeah. I said, this is the judges shit. Now I
And
got,
she
usually I go and get the paper and click the link and just go on and let it do what it do. I had to do a little research. I
it's a
had to go
reason
look at what
Yes,
the hell she was
it's a
talking about.
reason why
yes.
she did that. It's a reason why she did that. She's saving face. You got to realize all of this stuff falls back in her lap.
Oh yeah, is she wanted argued out to the most expansive point. That's what I take it as. She wanted to make sure she get everything asked and answered so she can have it all together. Cause she see how Jbo'S gonna do. She know Jbo gonna run her ass on up there to the appellate court. She gonna be like, baby, I asked you. We covered all these grounds, baby. Judge Ann ain't
Exactly.
playing, baby. She's saying we covered everything. And just in case, I'm gonna add some extra shit to show you that I'm on top of my job. Y'all ain't gonna get me talking about I ain't do my job. Shit. Oh hell, we
Right.
all up in the appellate courts, but when I saw that, and it was so
Now,
crazy, I
in the
called it, man. That's funny.
aspect of that, Andy, let me ask you this. In that aspect, do you think that was fair?
For her to do
So
that.
she basically gave them what to say. You just go find it. She told
Yeah,
them
but
what to
she
say.
also helped the defense too. So looks like she's one of those helpful people. When I
But
did my live
when you
earlier,
did
I
it,
was saying, huh?
okay, go ahead.
No, I was saying that she looks like, because she has helped the steer, refocus the defense before. She's helped them.
She
And
sure did.
yeah, and she helped pretty much to me, she helped the prosecutor by pretty much giving her the answer in her that little entry that she made. She gave them the answer. She just needed
Helping,
them to argue.
helping, helping, and giving an answer is something totally different.
Well, that's what I mean. She helped them by giving them the answer. That's what I mean. She helped them by giving them the answer. She just
And that's
made it.
expected. That is expected.
No, not really. A lot of judges don't go do all that. They be
But
like, "You on your own, kid."
when you dealing with it from this legal ramification, yeah, it's expected. Yeah,
No, a lot of
no
judges
judge
don't.
don't want to look like they was inadequate and didn't know what they was doing, and they allowed this to happen under their watch. Are you kidding? Come on now.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is she could have just told them, asked the question, and not supplied the answer. She could have just
Okay.
asked the question and not supplied the
Right.
answer. Yeah, she supplied the damn answer.
Sure did. That was so funny to me.
That's the point I was trying to make. But y'all go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She supplied the damn answer. And I'm like, well, Aunt Donnelly, well, damn, you done already answered it. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and find out what you talking about because I ain't minding my own damn business, and I'm in your business now. I want to know what the hell you talking about. I was like, well, this the answer, lady. That was funny as hell to me. So,
I was cracking up.
was you
I
cracking
could
up,
not.
girl? I cracked up. That shit was funny.
Because now see, I'm with JoJo on that one. They don't usually do that.
Right, right. They
That's
don't.
the point I was trying to make, but to no
And when
avail.
I read it, I just cracked up. I said she did not just make them go and look up her ruling, because that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah,
You know,
she done already ruled. That's
she
what
done
she gave
already
the
ruled,
answer.
and I want y'all to know why I ruled, so it won't be no bullshit in the game in a minute.
That's
But I'm gonna
exactly
need
it.
y'all. But here's the shit. But I'm gonna need y'all to just put this some paperwork in. So this the middle, in between the question I asked and the answer. I just need y'all to type this shit up right here in the middle. So we can all get it together and submit it.
Right, right, right.
Right down. Okay.
She did that job for them, basically.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Gave them homework and gave them the answers at the back of the book. That's what she
Okay.
did.
Yes,
Yeah.
she did. Yes,
Yeah,
she
and that's what I
did.
was saying. They don't. That's what I was saying. They don't typically do all that. I mean, they ask you the question,
That's
but
why I
goddamn, give you
asked
the
that
answer
question.
too.
That's why I posed that question to you. Do you think that was fair?
Now, no, I say it was fair because she's helped the defense as well. That's why I say it was fair because she's helped both sides.
Oh,
You
okay.
know,
I don't.
that's
I
what I was
think
saying. That's
that.
what I meant.
I don't think
Fairness.
that question is okay, but I accept your answer.
No, I'm saying what you mean. Is she being? What you mean fair in this? Just in this
Is
instance?
it? Do
Or
you think in any kind of way she's being prejudiced in this situation, based
in the
upon
case itself?
no, based upon the helping hand she gave the defense versus the prosecution? I mean, goddamn, I have to say it while my
That's what
grandmother
I
pronounced
just. What the hell you? That's what I just said. I've already answered that. Here you go
No,
again.
what you said was no. I think she's being pretty fair. That's what you said.
That's what I said. That's the answer. She's being pretty fair based that she helped the defense, so she's helping the prosecution. She helped both. She's
Okay,
being fair to both. That's what I said.
okay, I got you.
So she,
Oh, I just love to hear y'all.
yeah, because I ain't gonna tell you how you do.
No,
What's
see,
still there?
I don't think my question. I don't think you answered my question, but I have to accept your
You
answer though.
what? Okay, what again? What was your question?
That is moving right along,
Right, because you asked your question.
moving right along. You gave me your answer.
Right, you asked me, is she being fair? Was it more to
But
it?
don't worry, rewind this track.
No, you asked me, well, is she being fair? Is she being fair?
But
Fair
it
to
was
who?
being fair, and I also put in comparison in. I mean, it wasn't so much that fair was taken out of the equation because, as you stated, she was fair to both sides. But I said, based upon the magnitude of the help she gave the prosecution versus the defense.
I said yes.
And I said,
Actually, she helped.
okay.
Right, actually, she's helped the defense more than she helped the prosecutors.
Okay.
Lavelle said she's covering her ass.
That's what I
Absolutely.
said. That's what I
She
said.
Right, she is. You are absolutely
she
right.
is. She is. She
You're
absolutely
absolutely
is.
right.
But that's what she's supposed to do. Why was she not?
Right, right. Oh, so shout it. So what Judge Ann did was she put in an order to address two issues with regards to the
Rule
motion
29 motion.
for acquittal. Yeah, Rule 29. And she pretty much asked the question and gave the answer, but she want them to go and do the I don't know what she really wanted to do because she already gave him the answer. So I guess write some. Maybe they confused too. That's why they ain't wrote shit. They probably said, "But Judge, you gave us the answer." They were like, "But Judge, you gave us the answer already. So what you want us to do?" Like, that's crazy. Cause she gave him the question, she gave him the answer. So to me, all it is, you put in the paper, say, "And Judge, yes, no," and keep it moving. I mean, that's what it. I don't know. So that's a lot. I mean, that's
it was. It was, but
shit.
But I think she helped. I don't know. I think she helped them both. I don't know which side she helped more. I don't, because I feel like she could have just denied the motion because the motion was applied to the wrong rule. Because it doesn't fall under Rule 29. It falls under Rule 12. So she could have denied the motion on that alone.
And
I'm wondering,
what is Rule 12?
Rule 12 is the rule that she should have filed the motion under. Rule 29 has very specific.
I get that, but I'm saying, what does Rule 12 say?
I don't know the rules off the back of my hand either.
I don't know. I don't know them off the back of my hand either, Angie. I had to do the research just like you did.
Oh, well,
I didn't know. I didn't know the rules off the back of my hand.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah, but the question she asked was her motion properly attributed to Rule 29? And it was not. And that's why she gave them the answer. And the answer that she gave them was under Rule 12, which is what the motion should have been attributed to.
Okay,
so you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So she could have denied the motion just for that. And I'm wondering why she didn't. So she said, does it apply to Rule 29? This is what Rule 29 says. Like she gave them the whole, the answer.
Holding their hand.
Yeah.
I get some. I get something different because what she's saying, and it's stuck in her answer. What she is saying is that pretty much this case, what she's arguing in under number one, is that the evidence wasn't presented at court. So how could it be insufficient? How could the evidence that she's put in that acquittal, now this was regarding the text messages, how could it be insufficient? And you can't argue something insufficient that wasn't presented at trial.
Exactly. But again, Rule 29. Because under Rule 29, the evidence has to have been in the trial. That's why she's saying, was it attributed to the proper rule? It was not.
That raises another question based upon ineffective counseling.
But you talking about Bongine now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you talking about Bongine now. Because she's the one who put in the motion.
But the argument for what is the name? Ed Donnelly was saying, was it previously to be argued? And from what I'm gathering, what you guys are stating, it wasn't.
Well, what she's saying is, should it have been argued pre-trial?
Yeah, Bongine wouldn't have pre-trial.
That's pre-trial. That's pre-trial for question 2. I was
Girl,
talking about
look.
question 1. Okay, that's pre-trial for question 2.
Okay.
Rule 12 is for pleadings of pre-trial motions. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm y'all go ahead because I'm trying to
I ain't looking at it. I'm just
apply.
going off about fucked
No,
up memory.
I understand what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. No, I understand what you mean when when the judge and Donnelly made that ruling. I get it.
Right. Okay. So under first question 2, Rule 12 could apply because that would be what she was saying, that he did not raise whatever that issue was under that question 2 that she had, and let me see what it was about. It was about the California Health and Safety Code. He didn't waive. He didn't contest. Challenge it or anything like that by Rule 12, by pre-trial.
Right.
Well, pre-trial motions. That's because it's you could say the Rule 12, but just a pre-trial motion, right? That's basically what it is. He didn't challenge it by way of pre-trial motion. So what
Right.
she's saying is, because you didn't, that means that you made little resistance to it. That means that you waive it. Now you gave up the right, so you don't have the right to
Exactly.
now. Right.
Exactly.
Now it'd be untimely. So it's too late.
Exactly.
Right. So yeah.
Exactly. And that was it in a nutshell. And I'm thinking, well, why didn't she just
Mm-hmm.
deny the motion and, give that reason for her answer to the denial of the motion? Why she got them going looking shit up and writing letters on it, I don't understand that.
Maybe she got to cover her ass and make sure that it is expressed and expanded to the fullest term of this argument. You know what I'm saying? She got to. That lady ain't crazy. Ain't no. Listen, all these and
Oh,
what's
she
so
definitely
sweet
not
about it?
crazy.
That's no more than window dressing, man. What she want them to
Yeah,
be.
and
That's
what's so
it.
sweet about it? All of everybody on every side are females now. I just love it. I just love it. Kick that
You
ass.
know
Both sides
what?
gonna kick ass.
That didn't even occur to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes. See,
yeah,
that makes it better. Yes.
yeah,
That
yes,
didn't even
honey.
occur to me.
Yes, it's gonna be some weave pulling now, baby. Yeah. Yes, honey. Yes. They're gonna pull Judge and weave. Get that weave out your head later. But yes, so um yeah, that's what she was pretty much talking about. Yeah. So that pretrial motion thing applies to question 2, yeah. But that was crazy though. But Sylvia did a little piece on her live. I was like, okay, kudos to Sylvia. Gold star to Sylvia. Sylvia. She called it. She did a little something on it. I don't know who else. I haven't heard anybody else yet. But yeah, when Judge Ankins, when I saw her come through that with I was like, well, what is all this? I'm like, what? Girl, hey, Lady Legion, I had to sit up. I'm like, what?
I did too. I immediately start looking this shit up. I'm like, wait, I don't remember this. People crazy when they think you supposed to remember every goddamn thing right off the top of your damn head. Like, how can you
Exactly.
possibly? You can't remember that
Can't be
shit.
possible. Even
It's
if
not
you working,
possible.
right? Even if you working, and
It's
according to
not
law,
possible.
every day, the people don't know. The lawyers don't know every goddamn thing it is supposed to know about every law in the world. No, do you know how many classifications of law it is? Do you know how many? Do you know? Like, are you serious? No, they don't know all that stuff. And then the law changes daily basis. You got to go back and look and look and look and look and look. All that research and stuff. That's why you have all those extensions in the office that do a lot of those preparations for you as far as research and all of that. So they help you out. You be there all day and tomorrow trying to figure this shit out, trying
Okay,
to
you
remember
never make it
everything
to
that comes
court.
through.
Shit.
Right. All those. I mean, you got to be something. It's got to be repetitious for you to remember every.
Right.
You practice in a particular
And
area
who the
law
hell tries the same damn case every day? That's the
every
only
day,
way
right?
that's the only way you can remember
Right.
that shit. You got to be doing the same shit every single day.
Every day. The same. That's why people go into specialties.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But baby,
Yeah.
I saw that drop. I said, wait, what Auntie Ann doing?
Yeah. I said she want a piece of the action. I wasn't
Man,
too far. I saw it. I was like, it took me about 30 to 45 minutes to get up and click that button, but because I wanted to see what she was talking about, and I'm glad she even gave me the pages to go see. I said, oh, she gave me the pages.
sure
Yeah,
did. 82 to 84.
and baby, and when I saw them damn pages, I was like, hell no, them damn text messages. That was in the number one. I was like, hell no, them damn text messages. Oh, hell no. Not the text messages. No, Judge, and no, damn, no, girl, no. Not the text. Like, girl, get off YouTube. Get off YouTube, Judge, and get off YouTube. Oh,
Listen,
man, that was funny.
wait. Speaking of getting off YouTube, the the motion that she filed in Illinois. Did you read that one?
Oh gosh. What you talking about? What Jbo filed a big
J-Bo,
David.
J-Bo,
Oh,
J-Bo,
okay.
J-Bo.
Yes. Oh, Lord, she
I
done put
seen
so
some
many in
YouTube
there.
shit up in there.
Yes.
I'm like, wait, now J-Bo not gonna come with the YouTube defense too.
Yeah, boy, y'all
Cause you
making
know
an
them.
impact.
Okay. I seen some YouTube shit up in there. I'm like, uh-oh, here we go.
Right. Right. That was crazy.
That was
Crazy.
insane. And how do you, I don't know, she talking about, I don't know, like you want the damn judge to order. That shit was just crazy to me.
Yes. Yes.
You want the judge to order the government to give you information from a case in the DOJ and the FBI. Huh?
Mm-hmm. And somehow
That was crazy.
Yeah, somehow. And I'm trying to figure out where is she going with it's just where is she going with that?
I have no clue.
Because how do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be relevant in the upcoming case? And then what could be relevant in there?
Exactly. And then shouldn't you have the relevancy before you? Because everything in it might. You can't. It might.
Yeah.
I've got, so basically, to me, it sounds like, okay, I heard, I don't know, but if, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wait a minute, what kind of shit is this?
And the fact that she says that the government said that, we just say it was revealed to a witness in the New York case. How does that, I mean, she's saying maybe she can use it and show that maybe it's some constitutional violation somewhere down the line in the post-conviction phase of the New York case? Or is she saying that maybe she will uncover something that she can use in the Illinois case? Or is she saying both? I
have no idea, because I was thinking she was talking about the New York case, but then I thought, well, why the hell would she file this in Illinois? Girl, I don't know. It's confusing. I don't get where she's going. I don't even get where the hell she's coming from. Like, right. The judge has no power over the damn DOJ or the FBI until she shows that what she's talking about is directly intertwined with this case
Mm-hmm.
How the hell he gonna make somebody turn over notes from an ongoing damn investigation?
Well, he can, by order, he can get it done. But I just
But
need to.
But what the hell is the legal basis? If it is an ongoing investigation by the DOJ, he has no damn jurisdiction over the FBI or the DOJ. He has no jurisdiction over them. How can he order? Huh?
You don't think by order he can request an investigate? What did she exactly did she put in? What did she? How did she ask him? How did she ask him? Or her?
I don't even
Who did she ask?
remember.
Lenny Weber?
Yes. She asked Lenny Weber to command the government to turn over any information that they got from the DOJ and the FBI regarding the bullshit with Tasha K, the guard getting his records and all that shit, right?
Right.
And she said that she had it on good faith that some of those communications included communications to his attorney.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that. Did she put the word in that good faith?
Yeah,
That's
of course she did. Of course she did.
Then that's what's going to be the compelling argument to get those records from them. Yeah, if she put the words in their good faith, that's what they're going to, because it's always in the interest of justice. So in good faith,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I see here, look, and I tell people this every day. This is Illinois, and you don't have to take my word for it. Google it. Chicago is the most politically corrupt city in the damn nation. Don't believe me? Google that shit.
Yeah, I believe you, because I've heard the reports.
I don't see her getting any of that. I don't see the judge ordering any of that shit until she comes in with something that shows him that the investigation has something to do with that case. This is somebody else's investigation. This damn guard didn't even fucking work in Chicago. I think she worked in Wisconsin, Indiana, something like that. The guard didn't even work at MCC. The guard ain't even fucking from Illinois. The case, of course, is about her illegal accessing his records and giving them to Tasha K. What does that? She's not showing a correlation with that and his case. Like, what's going to compel the judge to order them to do that? And the DOJ can say, hey, this is an ongoing investigation, and they can't release our fucking information if they have the information. She don't even know they got the information. She's going on, I heard.
Right. But so let me ask this question right now. It says, y'all do know Jbo'S isn't that crazy, right? I don't know her reason.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
All the action smart ass have a reason why she put him on. Yeah, but LaBelle, and that's yeah, right. She real smart. But also understand this. And as Darren McDavid's attorney so eloquently laid it out, what I've been saying forever. Just because someone puts emotion in, it doesn't mean that everything in what they're saying in there is factual.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean they have evidence to support it. any of that. It doesn't mean that. They are just trying to persuade the judge to do one thing or the other, to make a move. And you know what I'm saying? So Darryl McDavid's attorney laid it out so eloquent. And I was so glad he put that in. And I was so glad I got to read it. So it tells you that I'm saying what I've been saying. That look, just because they put it in, it doesn't mean that it is factual. What happens is, if it ever goes to court, whatever filings go when it goes to court, that's included in from an indictment on what have you. If it ever is argued in court, that's when the truth or the factual test takes place. That's when it takes place.
I tell you one thing though, she's scared to death of McDavid right now.
Yeah, they about to baby. When I tell you,
Drive
I
that
got about
tour
11
bus
more
up
minutes.
in there and throw R. Kelly ass up under it.
Yes,
That's
honey,
what he about to do.
Yeah, they finna throw, but I like Jbo because Jbo was very, very very, very direct, because she drew to me the first blood. She was like on that filing that came out on the 9th. She always said that she will throw Darryl McDavid's ass under that bus, and she would be the one driving it. And she said, I think she said it would probably be vice versa. And it's been nasty ever since. When you heard the conference, the status hearing on the 10th, I believe that was, you heard
I
him.
did not hear the status hearing.
Yeah, you heard him. Yes, it was crazy. I was like, oh my God. When I heard him, I was like, baby, he mad as hell. You could tell it. He was using that restraint. And now you see what in his filing that he put in, what it was yesterday or the day before, some shit. I've been reading so much that he's pretty much saying, look, she lying. She lying.
Yeah, I didn't see his
put in all this
filing.
shit. Yes, it was funny.
I didn't see his filing.
Yeah, it was funny. He's like, she lying.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Fancy words.
Y'all ain't seen shit yet. You think that New York case was something, baby? It's about to go down in Illinois if he goes to trial.
Right. I just want them to do that goddamn sentencing, because that's gonna set the tone.
I'm telling you.
What he's gonna do.
And the sentencing and his status hearing in Illinois is the same damn day.
Yeah, 30 minutes apart.
So, well, she just hired another attorney. She brought on another attorney. So maybe that attorney will do the one in Illinois and she'll do New York.
Yeah.
Because, she'll be in the sentencing at the time that the status hearing takes place in Illinois. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm surprised that she didn't ask, she didn't motion for a different day, because they're on the same day at the same damn time, basically.
Yeah, I'm surprised, but she put in trying to get a couple more days due to the mitigation report today, and I'm surprised she ain't referenced that. Hey,
oh, she did put it in today.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't reference that. Hey, I got 30 minutes. Because this man done scheduled this, and hey, can you change it?
Right.
So yeah, it's a whole big old ordeal. This is.
If this goes to trial in Illinois, this is gonna be the biggest shit show ever. This is gonna be a shit show, baby. And they gonna hate that damn judge. His supporters. They are going to hate his ass. Because baby Leonard Webber don't play not one game. He's there. And I think that's where he's more personable than Ann Donnelly. And I think that's where his supporters might get a little bit confused. Don't get confused. He is a lifer. He believes in 2 and 3 and 4 life sentences. He plays no games. So if he goes to trial and he is found guilty, Leonard Webb ain't gonna play with his ass at all.
That's crazy. Why did they sign him that damn man? That's crazy. Knowing how that man get, I know how they, assign them based on the cases and stuff like that they normally try, but that dang.
Girl, he is ridiculous.
I believe in breaks. I believe in getting a nigga a break. Get a nigga a break.
He does not. He does not. He absolutely does not. He that's Leonard Webber is the one who sentenced Larry Hoover. He gave him 2 life sentences plus 25 years. Like, god damn. Like, damn. And he does that frequently. Everybody getting at least 2. He told, now this is a damn gang leader. He told him he squandered his God-given talent. I will never forget that. And I'm thinking, this is a goddamn gang leader. He told him, you squandered your God-given talent. God gave you a talent to lead, to bring people together. People listen to you, and you squandered it. You could have done so much good. Yeah. And I'm thinking, if he thought this motherfucker was talented, what the hell he gonna say to R. Kelly?
Lord.
Yeah. He told him he squandered his God-given talent. And he was appalled. He told him you could have changed at any time. He gave his ass 2 life sentences plus 25 years. I'm like, damn. So what the hell? He want him to serve his afterlife? How the hell you serve 2 damn life sentences? Shit, you got but 1 life. Then see, that's overkill to me.
Yeah. But they give you all them life sentences because just in case one get over
some shit change, right?
Yeah, you also the law change or anything, your
in case some shit change. Now you gonna still be here.
See, I'm about breaks because I believe in rehabilitation. I believe in second, third chances. Shit, sometimes I believe in certain cases. I believe in many chances as it takes.
And you have a lot of judges here that are like that. He's not one of them. He is not one of them. That's why I was so surprised in Jussie Smollett's case, because his judge, girl, his name is Let 'Em Loose Lynn. He don't give a damn what they did. He believe in first, second, third, fourth, fifth. The prosecutors said, but judge, he done killed 9 babies. He said, well, you know what? I still think he can be rehabilitated. That's the judge he is. So when he came down like that on Jussie Smollett, I was floored. Because that is not what he does at all. I was floored. And again, political fucking pressure. Whenever they come out and say it ain't political pressure, that's exactly what the hell it is. I was floored that he did Jussie Smollett like that, because that's not at all what he does. It's not at all what's done in the case that he had, in the charges that he had. Very few people go to jail for that shit here. I don't know about anywhere else, but here, like, you ain't going to jail on that shit. And I was just shocked because he is the most lenient goddamn judge there is. He gonna find you some rehabilitation. He gonna put your ass in a mental institution. He gonna send your ass to work camp. He gonna do anything but put your ass in jail.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
And the way that he did it, I didn't like that either, because when he gave his sentencing, he said, I sent you to however many years, he said, of probation. And he paused. And he said, with the first whatever months to be served in jail. I'm like, huh? Who the hell serves probation in jail? I'm giving you probation. But you gonna serve it in jail. Huh? I was so floored by that. I was so girl.
That means just all the other elements that goes along with the probation still is going on. You owe and all that, whatever it is the conditions are, and it's what your ass is in jail.
Yeah, he gave him the maximum fine. He gave him maximum probation. And then he told him he had to serve part of it in the damn penitentiary. I said, wait, hold up. Wait.
You know what?
Where they do that at?
You know, the thing that's troubling to me in this case, and I'm talking about the New York case pretty much. And I know a lot of people say, you know, the lies and stuff like that. But you know, the biggest thing is I always, over my career and still current right now, I have never been in favor of somebody being tricked into a crime or entrapment, any of that. I think that's unfair. That's an unfair process to hold somebody fully accountable for. I really do. So I don't like the fact that when the girls that lied about their ages. I will never be sad. I know what the law says about so this is my personal perspective. I know the law says that, you know, as an adult, you're supposed to know when you're dealing with somebody as a minor. That I get that. And I understand what the law, you know, says that comes with that. And I definitely understand, you know, you can't do nothing about it. But me personally, I don't like nobody tricking nobody in the shit. That to me is just unfair. And it should be more.
And I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, it should. I don't care if somebody has a pattern, a history, or whatever. It's just unfair because check this out. You don't know what would have happened if they would have been upfront and honest or whatever. And then I'm wiping some on my face, so that's why I hear my face moving. And on top of that, you know, you just don't know how the circumstances would have played out. You just really don't know. But all you do know is that. Go ahead.
I agree with that. But then, where I have the problem, they lied about their age. Okay. Now, but at some point, they told you the truth.
Right. I get you.
Now that's where my black and white gray area comes in at. Okay. Because now that you know the truth, and you know this shit is illegal because, goddamn it, you've been charged with it before. Once you find out they're underage, you are Kelly. It's a million holes out here. You should have sent them home packing and never looked back. So that's where I feel the culpability is. It's not that they've been lying to me all these years. You understand?
Right.
You knew. They told you. And instead of you saying, you know what? holler at me when you're 18 or whatever. Take your ass home. And I might holler at you later, I might not, whatever the case may be. That's not what he did. So that's where I have the problem. Because even though they lied to you, they told you the truth, and you still did what you did. You continued to do what you were doing. That's where I feel that he has the culpability now.
And I get that. And I agree with you with that. But here's the thing. I've said this about that particular issue from day one. But here's the problem, right? The prosecutors, they prove causation, right? And on the causation, you have the but-for test. The but-for test says, but for someone's actions, the result, due to someone's actions, the result is what occurred, right? So I always say, well, you reverse it and use the causation on the defense end, right? So they can easily say, but for him, being lied to in the beginning, none of this would have never happened, transpired. It's the same.
And that's
thing.
what I was saying in the last live. There is a defense to that. And why the hell didn't they use it?
Yeah, even though he was made, they said he was made, known about the correct age at some point. But my thing is, if you'd have known from day one what was going on, what the correct age was, he would have never been involved with those, at least those, how many ever minors they claim it was. So, and then that's to me, and I've said that I'll never move off that point. I just don't like no one being tricked into nothing, led into nothing, or none of that. I just don't like that. I don't like that.
I don't like it either. But again, you gotta, listen. His history is there. So who tricked him with Aaliyah? Who tricked him with Javante? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
I ain't talking in those cases. Too. Yeah, I ain't talking in those cases.
He can use those too, but hell, you got 10 more.
Yeah, I'm just talking about in the cases where they say, they didn't give, say the right, the right stuff and all of that, and then you got other factors, playing outside. Then you got somebody, mom, all involved in it. You have some culpability in that, but should it be 100%? That never sets right with me. I don't like all that.
Well, seeing as though you are the adult.
Yeah, you are the adult. Granted, you are the adult.
100% falls in your lap.
Yeah,
I understand you're saying personally, I'm saying legally. I get it. I do get it.
Yeah.
But you also have to understand, I was born and raised in Chicago. R. Kelly's shenanigans ain't new to any of us. He been doing this shit forever and a day. There are girls that many of us know about that ain't in either one of these damn cases. I'm waiting to see if Juice and Val are going to be in this Illinois case. Because every goddamn body on the west side of Chicago know he been had Juice since she was 12. It's no goddamn secret. This is something that he has always done. So, even though I agree with you on the entrapment, I do. I just feel like, I just feel like you're getting what the hell you deserve for all the shit you didn't get caught for. That's how I feel.
Oh
And that's on the
no.
personal level. You know, I mean, we talking the personal level. I mean, that's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
personally
okay.
how I feel. You know, okay. So these two lied, but what about the ones that did? There are so many girls here that could get up on that goddamn stand at 12 and 13 and say the same shit. That's who I want them to go get. Go get their ass. You know about them. Go get them. Where there is no question that he knew their age. When you sitting up at a big school play in the auditorium when she 12 and in 6th, 7th grade, there is no way in the hell you can tell me you thought she was any damn older than that. You got the 7th grade program in your damn hand. How do you think she's of age? So yeah, it may be wrong, but that's just personally how I feel. So the ones you got away with, these got you.
Oh no.
Yeah,
You know, it's case
yeah,
by case. Well, you said personal though. So it's case by
yeah.
case basis. You know, well, it's count by count basis. But yeah, I just never. I just don't think that's fair. You know, for somebody to be tricked into some shit, and you got the prosecutor could use the but for you know but for metaphor, but the defense can't. Like that's crazy.
But
That's crazy.
why
Yeah.
couldn't but why couldn't the defense use that? They could have. Hell, I done seen it done. They could have. I have a friend, a very good friend of mine. Her son is 19 years old. He's mentally challenged, okay? Mentally, he's 14. And this has been, you know, well documented. You understand what I'm saying? He's slow.
Right.
His girlfriend, 16 years old, dated her over a goddamn year. The parents of the girl, neighbor, he got into it with the neighbors. They called the damn police and said, hey, he's 19, messing with a 16-year-old.
Oh,
They
wow.
didn't give a damn. All the damn experts and shit came in there and said, you know, mentally he's this. They didn't give a damn. Legally, this motherfucker 19, and they locked his ass up. So, you know, I don't know. Shit like that bothers me. You know, because if every goddamn doctor is telling me and you're showing me these damn results from when he was 8, 9, 10, you understand what I'm saying? He's mentally delayed. So even though legally he's 19, hell, he ain't old as her mentally. He's 19 with a 14-year-old mentality.
Right.
She's 16. You understand what I'm saying? Don't give a damn. And he's gonna have a major problem here in Illinois because they're so goddamn corrupt. That's why you know, he should not go to trial. He should, goddamn it, try to plead guilty. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit they got in this trial is so much worse than New York. It's so much worse. And I just don't know if I would want all that shit out there about me. You know, people saying, oh, it's already out there. No, the hell it ain't. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. And they think the New York trial was unfair. I don't think it was unfair at all. I think that the judge helped both sides, during the trial. She helped both sides. And she really did help the defense more than she did the prosecution. She really did. If there is any unfairness to be done, it's going to be done right here in Illinois. Because that's just how they get down.
Right.
And, all the appeals, all that shit here ain't going to help her none. She can file them motherfuckers forever. They're going to deny every goddamn one. Because that's just what they do.
Is she from New York or Chicago? She's from New York, right?
She's, I really don't know where she's from. She did work here some time back, but she couldn't cut it. And that's just the bottom line. And I'm not saying that because she's his attorney. She couldn't cut it here.
You don't think so?
Oh, I know not. That's why she left. I know not. I know not. No, she couldn't cut it here. Because, when you're, regardless of whether you're a prosecutor or a defense attorney, regardless of that, and you know this, Angie, when you are about the law, that's what you're about. Regardless of what side you're on, you want the justice to be equal, and you want it to be fair, and you want it to be applied by the damn law. They don't do that shit here. So, after a certain point in your goddamn career, you're seeing this shit. You can't fight against it. So you're either gonna, wear your damn self out trying, or cut your losses and move on to someplace where you feel like you can do some damn good.
Okay.
This system here is as corrupt as it gets. And, everybody in the law is going to stand with everybody in the law, right, wrong, or indifferent.
Right.
Especially in a case when you're talking about minors. And then you also have to realize he's in Illinois, he's in Chicago. They believe that he obstructed justice in the first trial. They at his ass.
Oh, yeah.
They at his ass. So they're going to make goddamn sure, by any means necessary, that he does not get off this damn case.
Lynn Weber.
The government.
R. Kelly?
Yeah, R. Kelly. They're going to make damn sure he don't get off this case. Because, they feel like he shouldn't have got off the first case, and he only got off because he paid off witnesses. That's their position. So you can best believe they done dotted every I, crossed every T, brought in some more shit. He's not going to get off this case. And one of the biggest slaps in the face here is to do what he did in the 2008 trial. You played us. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You fucking played the entire justice system. Yeah. They're going to lock his ass up and throw away the key. Oh, wow. So if I were his attorney, baby, look, let's see what the fuck they'll accept from you. Plead guilty, show some goddamn remorse, And just maybe you don't get 3-4 life sentences. Because Judge Lennon Weber is the judge that'll give them a life sentence for every goddamn victim. That's how he gets down. And he has how many minors in this one? 5, 6?
5 alleged, right? And I think, yeah, 5 alleged.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to get on up out of here, honey.
Yeah, baby, because you sound like you about to go down.
Yeah, I'm about to listen. I'm about to pass on out.
Look, I don't even know when we lost JoJo. JoJo ass been gone so long.
Child, listen, I don't know how he do it. I don't know how he keep the hours he keep, baby. I don't know. I have to get on up and get out of there. I couldn't do it. Child, I couldn't do it going to nobody regular set hours nowhere. I ain't really got no regular set hours like that, but I'm just saying, Lord.
Yeah, I could not imagine. Hell, I make appointments, goddammit, and don't want to make them shit. I'll be like, it's what time? I gotta be there when?
Right.
All right, babe, appreciate you.
All right, no
I'm gonna let you get on up out of here.
Thank you. Anytime, lady. Anytime.
All right. You
All right,
have a good one.
Lady. All right, you too.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, folks. One last thing to ask y'all to do is do these things right here. So we can get on up out of here. I did a 3rd shift for y'all. Now, please, all the paperwork guards, please don't let them put nothing else in that system tomorrow or today. I'm tired. Listen, thank y'all, honey, once again for coming on through. Y'all just keep in mind, please put this stuff in perspective. Leave that good white lady alone. She just want to do a job. Y'all don't over there giving her goddamn advice. I can't believe it. Lord, I can't believe it. Fuck that. That's what I'm talking about. Hell to the Lord. Anyway, thanks again to the panelists, the host, the hostess, and the guests, and everybody else. Until the next live. Love you, love yourself. Do good to somebody and for yourself. And peace out. I'll holler.